It's a mixture of what we go villain and stuff like that. In the 137 proof.
What's going on,
Ain't nothing.
Miss Lady?
You might want to call one of your friends. He's gonna be drinking that. He's driving. Call one of your girlfriends. They trying to make $40. Secret.
I ain't got it. Rent still due. Shit. February be here before you know it. Look at that. Pulling a bottle out the bag.
Oh, easy back. CP3 is spending $40 this week. It's CP3. I need a cup for that.
I got juice.
I got liver.
I know. Here we go. We just gonna put that right there. Just in case somebody needs it.
I'm driving it like
So you might need it. I was right.
That's what you chasing?
Yeah, I know. I'm very appreciative.
That's what I'm here for. I need a cup. For once, I ain't bring my own.
Your pimp cup.
This is my DJ Grill.
Hi, how are you? It's me and you. We got 3 mics up here. He coming up?
Yo. Yo. So, shout out to Renegade. I meant to play the other video, but I forgot about somebody. So, I didn't play the intro video, but we did play that money video. Money combo, of course. Shout out to Gunman number 2 who's in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's going on with you, Gunman number 2?
It's been an interesting week,
Man,
man.
you don't pull that mic close.
Oh,
Like, you
man.
act like you don't work
I keep
here.
on forgetting you
You
switched
don't got
up
the
mics.
condensers,
I
my
keep
man.
on forgetting, man. My bad. But you got tall giants in this motherfucker, man.
Yes.
Jesus
Nigga,
Christ.
you acting like you small.
I'm just saying, what you got, man? Basketball players coming here doing shows without letting me know, motherfucker.
Nigga, you was not that small to have the mic down that low.
You don't even care about the basketball, though.
That's the point.
Okay, so what difference would it make if they was here?
Disrespectful. Nah, man, it's just been the grind. January, a crazy month. Got the inauguration. You got, white folks acting crazy.
I don't give a fuck about that.
We got to talk about it,
I mean, we gotta
though.
talk about just, any type of, I don't pay attention to none of that shit.
Yeah, I've been not paying close attention because, where I work at the dealership, we have a lot of conservative folks in there that's, you know.
That you cussed out?
No, I
live in
tell
that
them.
area.
No, but
I
I
mean-
tell them that I talk politics on the air, so you really don't want to have a conversation with me because I'm going to kill you with facts, and that's what happens every time. And
So
I just
it's a
stand there and
threat.
laugh. No, I just tell them. No, I just no, because they just basically regurgitating what they see and hear on TV, and then when I start bringing up facts, when they start to, you know, try to talk
But how
about
do you
Biden.
bring it up? Because you know, you
They'll be talking, and I just happen to be around, and then they'll say something outlandish, and I have to respond
So you have to.
because
have to.
they're trying to demonize Biden for the racist comments he made in the '70s that he's apologized for. And I
Because
said,
but I mean, wait a minute, because when people do make these comments, and it has come out for other people, you've held them accountable.
"Oh yeah, I held him accountable," but the point out the conversation is that Donald Trump is a real. Basically, my man was saying Donald Trump is a real nigga. He helped the country, yada yada yada. He's spitting that bullshit, and I'm like, well, a real motherfucker admits when he's wrong, and Donald Trump
And he
has
will
never done
never-
that,
he will
and never will do that. So that's already. And then we would get into the whole tax situation about not showing his taxes, and every time I bring up that he was on tape saying he had dealings with Putin in 2016, and then in 2018 during the, you know, whatever was going on, he tried to deny he had any dealings with Putin at all.
Very true.
And I'm like, why do you think he didn't show his taxes? That's why all presidents show their taxes, to show they don't have any allegiance to anyone else from any foreign nation because of business dealings, and that's why you divest from your companies so you don't have that conflict of interest. And he's done neither. Oh, fuck that he don't have to. But every president before him has, so what makes him different and so special that he doesn't have to follow? And it's their logic, they just have so many holes in it. I just leave them with a couple of facts and step off, and they stand there arguing amongst themselves.
Well, I mean, I will say that what you're saying about the taxes is very true. Most public offices, they do, you know, have to show their financials.
Shit, in some government offices. I know
No,
my
I
si-
hired
yeah.
law enforcement, federal law enforcement officers, and they definitely had to go and produce all of their financial documents because we want to make sure they are not going to be any sort of liability. We want to make sure they don't have any dealings with international people that are, you know, as far as like illegal stuff. You have out of country bank accounts. We look into all of that. So for him
Sometimes
to be
you
the
gotta-
president, it was kind of weird.
Exactly.
To me, knowing what I do, it was kind of weird that he wasn't showing his taxes.
It's
Like we
bullshit.
need to see that.
We know because we know what it. Like I said, we can go deeper into it, but I don't think we really need to.
No, we don't.
Since his, you know, hopefully in a couple of days, his
Ain't you supposed to start with sports? Damn it.
man, the Washington football teams. I haven't really had a chance to watch because I've been at work so much. But as of right now, the Chiefs won the game despite Mahomes getting a concussion. And what I saw, they haven't seen the game. It was apparently maybe a dirty hit.
Ooh.
But the game is over. The Chiefs won 22-17. You got the Buccaneers and the Saints about to kick off at 6:40.
Right.
The Washington Capitals unfortunately lost in overtime to the Pittsburgh Penguins. I didn't really get a chance to watch the game. I was at work, so I'm gonna watch it when I get
It
home.
was pretty good.
Yeah, Robbie, he hit me up and said it was a good game, so I'm gonna definitely check it out.
CP3,
Yes, sir.
you need to stop talking like you in a Mac convention. Speak the fuck up, because I
You know,
can barely
he
hear.
has his
Who the
moment.
mic
'Cause you gotta
closer? Speak
think-
the
I
fuck
asked
up,
him one
man.
time, I was like, is this
Man.
your sexy voice? And he was like,
I
what
be
are you talking
talking,
about?
I be
No.
talking all day at work, so my bad. My voice might be a little
Well,
low.
then move
Excuse
the
me.
damn mic up. You ain't even registered.
Like I said,
this bitch.
I gotta get used to. I'm used to them condenser joints.
No,
man.
no. Even with the other ones, you were talking all.
But it picks up more, so I can still stay low and it will still.
You know,
pick me
dog,
up.
you know your voice changed like 6 times during the
I
show.
know.
You the regular CP3.
Right.
It
and then
happens.
you got the high pitch one.
Hey,
Yeah.
depends on how much alcohol flowing, baby. You
Oh.
never know who might come out.
Well, this Jamaican rum right here.
Now, last time you had some Jamaican rum, it didn't taste. I didn't like the taste of it. Hopefully,
Then this will be probably something that you might not like the taste of.
no, damn it. That means you got to drink that other
I
stuff.
bought you some
Man.
chaser.
I tried to see what it tastes like.
So, too high. You know about that. Too high.
What you talking about?
See here.
Lady Antoinette,
Yes, how are you?
pretty good. What the hell did you bring?
A big ass bottle.
This is Appleton Estate Jamaican rum. I love Appleton. This is not actually the one um, that's my favorite. But yeah, I love me some Appleton. No. Yeah. So yeah, you can try that one.
That joint look like something wrong with
It don't look like nothing wrong with it. What? How does alcohol look like something wrong with it? Tell
it.
me.
It just do. It just got that. There's just the shape of the bottle.
The
It's like,
shape of the
It's
bottle.
like beware.
The
Are you
shape of the
scared?
bottle is like
Nah.
a BBW shape. It come in like a little bit
And
right
it
here.
always got
come
there. You
out.
gotta beware the BBW. 'Cause
What?
they might throw,
Beware,
cause they
beware.
might throw it on you unexpectedly. You don't be
So
expecting
you
that.
think
do you?
this bottle gonna throw it on
Yeah, thank you. You finally get it. And then
So,
whenever y'all can bring stuff from the islands, man, that stuff be
Oh
crazy.
my goodness.
Oh, see, CP3, you slipping by the way.
What that is?
First of all, you can walk in here with your new gear,
Ain't
made by
said
Air,
Oh, you know,
nothing.
made by Air
We,
Cruiser.
you know, I
said
figure we would get
nothing.
into it later on. You know, I'm always gonna.
Yo, shout out to Asaf. See,
Shout
Asaf
out,
holds
nice
it down.
hot new sweatsuit. We'll be having more made up. You know, I'm getting the price details worked out. So as soon as I get that worked out, it will be available through me, of course. And you can always check out Sports OTHP apparel on sportsothp.com. Click the button. You can get Sports OTHP t-shirts, hoodies,
We need to get the back
sweatshirts.
of this right quick.
I wasn't trying to be
I
a
don't know
model.
if we
I,
could- you-
I,
you're
wasn't-
not-
I wasn't
you're not
trying to
gonna
be.
be a
I
model?
wasn't trying to be a model tonight, but you know.
Can
I don't
we
know
see?
if you
Is
can
it
see
in
it.
the frame? Can we see that?
Probably not, because he's probably standing up.
Well,
Oh, it looked like it was in the frame.
See,
Look like-
It looked like it was in the.
yeah, it do look like on my side.
Uh huh.
Yeah, I look like.
Oh, yeah, it's in the front.
Uh huh. He fancy a little bit.
So you know, had to pull it out there. You know, I didn't want to make a big deal and start off the show, but I was going to ease into it later on, probably after our guest came on. You know, got to get my spot in. You know.
Sure.
All right, let's go ahead and pop this bottle, see what the thing tastes like.
Ooh, you getting bold tonight.
Immediately.
I ain't really
You
had.
got $40 in your wallet?
Oh Lord.
I have no cash on me tonight.
You don't-
I know I got $2.
They be
I got
taking cash
$2
out
this
now.
You
time.
cash out.
They take
I know.
cash out now.
Hey man, she do a massage and we in the house.
Well, you know you ready to spend that 40 for a
You
time.
smell this? You smell it?
You know you want a happy ending.
Nah, it's
You
just
guys
cool.
smell it? Smell it. You see how easy that was to get him to smell it? Ladies, it's easy to get him to smell it.
Yeah, you know.
He put his face right up to the bottle.
Hey, I ain't got no problem exploring.
Well, this is the man who does everything except for toes.
Hey, I can't do the feet, man. I'm
He do
sorry.
pig toes though.
See, for the
I ain't
booty to
had
the
pig.
tooth.
Nah, I ain't had pig feet.
You don't want
Man.
no chaser?
I want to see what it tastes like first.
Okay.
Ooh, you big toe. Oh my
Hey, man, like I said, it's
We
been.
don't normally have chaser, but something told me to bring it.
I'm definitely gonna chase later on because I'm driving tonight. So I ain't
Okay,
gonna-
go ahead. Go ahead with your bag. So, but first taste.
So,
That's definitely better than the last one. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's definitely
Okay.
better.
so, how many sips before your voice changed again, nigga?
I don't know. Well, we gonna find out.
Already.
Already.
Oh man.
Um,
Yeah, that's pretty nice and smooth too.
so before Lady Antoinette got here, we was having a conversation. Me, shout out to DJ Grippy in the building. Me, CP3, and DJ Grip were having a conversation about Wyatt and Lucci, who's an up and coming rapper who just got arrested.
Yes.
It's like footage of him, like
Serious.
seriously footage of him like pushing the body out the car or whatever. And we were talking about, why when you have an opportunity to get out the hood, that you don't make these changes in your life. And DJ Grip was saying he was talking to a young boy, and I was like, I really wish you would have brought the young boy here because he would have got school Grip.
One day, I'll bring him through one day, yeah.
Okay.
Because
So the young boys do have a whole different mentality.
and the young boy's mentality was basically sometimes you can't get out or some shit like that. What was it? Sometimes you can't get out.
Saying you couldn't get out, or he was saying that they were already in that life.
They was already in the life, so he couldn't get out.
And they just doing that just for extra. They
So-
making the music just because they had nothing else to do. They already in the
So
life.
that's how you start.
So the thing about that
That's how
is
you finish.
CP3 related to that part, and
Of course he did.
I mean, like I say, if you get into the life and you are successful at it, and you maintain a certain set of rules, there's ways you can circumvent getting in trouble. And in my eyes, in my alleged past, I had, allegedly some success doing this.
So, and what I told CP3 is this, because I've been on the other end.
Yeah.
The thing about it is, growing up, when you've been on, I grew up in subsidized housing.
Right.
So that's just a fancy way of saying you still poor, nigga. Real talk. Even though it looked like a townhouse, nigga, HUD pays half your rent.
Right.
Like you still poor.
Right.
And what that happens is you go through these situations where I've never seen a whole bunch of $1 million, anything like that. But my goal is I never wanted to be back on subsidized housing.
Indeed.
And there's nothing wrong with that because my mom still lives there to this day. Provided food, clothing, something not only for me and my brother, but for his son, my sisters, and now her children.
Right.
So definitely, there's some advantages to that. However, it's different how people spend EBT cards in the 2000s and how you had to spend food stamps in
You
the
ain't
80s.
never lied. They be getting lobsters.
So the real difference
I ain't even gonna lie,
the real difference is like this, and I ain't afraid to say it. We was on food stamps, so probably Malik and maybe a couple of my friends knew. So when you see your gang of your friends in 7-Eleven and you don't want to pull out the food stamps and you gotta wait 15 to 20 minutes outside or walk around the block or laughing and joking, it's different. And you weren't holding your head, oh my God, I got food stamps. You weren't holding your head with your chest out and stuff like that. It was a different mentality.
Right.
And going through that, I knew I never wanted to be like that. So since I was 16, I've always worked. I think the longest I've been without a job is 2 weeks. And my mentality is I never want to go back to that. Now, my brother didn't like being poor neither, and he hustled.
Right.
And that's what got him caught up. But the thing about it was when he came home and was making great money, went back to that life and got in trouble again. And wound up doing a 6-year bid. And here's the thing: what people don't realize is, and as I was telling CP3, when you on the opposite end, like you see a dude get locked up, if you ain't never been the family member on the opposite end of what I remember having when we got locked up the first time, watching my mother cry herself to sleep. I remember putting my grandmother, who used to live literally down the street from where we at now, putting her out my house that night because she came in drunk. And she woke my mother up, and I was like, no, you got to go. Like, I remember when he got locked up the last time, and we had just finished the show at the joint right across the street from Red Lobster. We had just got in, I got in at 3 o'clock in the morning. My phone rang, and it was my mother, and I already knew what she was about to ask me. And she said, I ain't heard from your brother. And I said, I'll be there in the morning. That's all I could tell her. Like, I remember watching my niece suffer because her father is gone. She was a daddy's girl. And I remember watching my nephew, who's like, damn, Renegade is like, damn, my father just came home. I've had my father for 12 years. Well, I missed him for 12 years. He came home, and now he's gone again. And when I see that, I would never want to put my family through that. Because I've been on that opposite end of the spectrum. Like, I remember when back in '93 when I graduated, my brother couldn't come to my graduation, but hell, I graduated in June, and in August, my grandmother died. He couldn't even come to the funeral. Even when he came home recently, he couldn't even attend my aunt's funeral because of probation. Like, so all those stuff that you get to miss because of these situations that you put yourself in. So, but CP3, I know you have a different take on it.
I mean, it's hard to get out the life when you've had success in it and you haven't had any real pitfalls or issues. And I know folks, still to this day that, do some things, but if you look at them, you'll never know because they operate by a set of rules and they do things a certain way. And I was fortunate enough to get out the life, and a few times I was, tempted to go back, but because of a promise I made to my dad before he passed away, and because of good friends, I fortunately never have stepped foot back into that world. But most folks don't have that same, morals to, honor a promise or say they're going to stop doing something, even if they had success at it and nothing really bad happened, and they know they can go back to it and be successful at it. But as you say, everything, things have changed and everything isn't always what it appears. And now, with my family, if I go down, it's a whole different ball game because, it was a whole different life when I was in that lifestyle. But at first it was out of necessity, and then it was out of, like you said, I was good at it, so I just kept doing it, even when I fixed my financial situation, and then it just, turned into way much more than it, started out to be. But it's good to get out, and like you say, it's good to find better ways to make money, and
because your thing was, and what you said was, say about the thing about Jadakiss.
Yeah, like Jadakiss back in, I say it was the late 90s, early 2000s, it was a DVD, I forgot the name of it, but Jada was, popping in the rap game, but he still, before weed became legal, he still had his own strips that he was, making money off of, and he wasn't really tripping because at that time it was just going to be a misdemeanor for him, and which is no big deal. But he was making money handling the physical and that.
Please don't stop changing.
I'm something like a pimp. I'm something like a Mac, baby.
Okay, go ahead. Now you finally registered.
I'm like, what?
This shit will go through grip?
Yeah, hey man.
It's nonsense.
This is my getaway show right here. I get to cut up.
So, but here's the thing, and my counterpoint to your whole Jadakiss situation is Style P, also from the lot, owns several juice bars. And She Glooch owns several properties in Atlanta and a couple other states. And here's the thing. So my brother had peoples. I ain't gonna say his name. He had peoples, and I remember that because it was like I was working at a bank, and he was a rapper, and then he was good. And I remember the feds ran up in his spot. And thank God he didn't go to jail, but it could have really put a big halt in his career. And, there was a time when, rap on the tour bus, nigga, they was running that joint like track meets at one point. Oh, you a rapper? You a rapper? You got a chain? Oh, this is what you got up on here. And I get it because it's the lifestyle, but eventually you have to make changes from that particular lifestyle.
Yeah, eventually, yeah. But it's hard to make that change when you don't necessarily feel there's a need to, until you don't see the big picture. Like I say, that was when he was still in his late 20s, early 30s. So now he's older. He's a father. If you follow him on Instagram, you see he was teaching his daughter to drive. So. It's like you say, with age and maturity and knowledge and wisdom and seeing things from a different perspective, change can change anybody. So
yeah,
and I'm definitely a testament to that.
Oh yeah, CP3. It's you talked about one of the reasons that you didn't go back in the lifestyle is because the problems you made to your father, and also you said GLP has helped you out a lot and stuff like that.
Definitely.
Always. That wasn't even my nephew. That was like somebody that worked for me.
It never fails.
They're probably trying to call out for Monday. No.
It's a holiday, right?
Yeah,
not for us.
I know. Me neither.
You'll pay different, though. That's all that matters.
So.
But yeah, I feel like in reference to these young guys not being able to get out of the life, it's a choice. There are a lot of rappers that have made it to a certain level, and we know what their past was, but that has nothing to do with their current or their future. You're making a choice, and I feel like They're not looking at the big picture.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of these young guys, they want to be honorable, but in the wrong way. You know, they're
CP3 can relate.
yeah.
I mean,
It's like they want to be honorable as far as street wise. You know,
I mean, but
their street life you honorable, but you're not on the other aspect. You got to know which direction you need to go and how it's going to affect you.
But you know how many people try to have a foot in both sides of it, not
That's
just
not
in
going to work. That's what I'm saying.
We know that, but
Yeah.
what most people don't realize it until they're knee deep in it and are going through it. Because see, this is the thing that I realized when I was in the life. If you follow rules and do things a certain way, you can get away with it for a long time.
However,
There
this
is a fork
and-
in the road, and you have to go a direction.
so here's the however part. My brother followed a lot of rules, never got caught, but somebody else had loose lips.
Yep, always.
And those are things that the unknown situations we can't control. And he was the type of dude, when his peoples came home from being the dudes he was locked up with, they did him the same way. When you come home, they take you shopping,
Yep.
they put some money in your pocket
Yep.
to make sure you straight.
That's what it's supposed to be.
And he still did that to a nigga, and the nigga snitched on him.
Yep.
Actually, the niggas who snitched on him ain't about his case. It was about he gave him up because he wanted to get out of another case.
Yep. Usually. And here's the thing. You gotta understand, in that world, people get jealous. And they get jealous fast.
Who they do?
I think get a reason to get jealous because most folks flash or
That's
show
what
or
I'm
talk
saying.
about
But not
what they
even just
do.
that. So if you straddling the fence, right? And you starting to get a little success as a rapper, people you don't think would get jealous are going to be jealous.
Well, see that in that aspect,
And
yeah,
that's why
that's a
you
whole
can't
different.
you can't do that. You can't go
Yeah, if
both
you're
ways.
well, if you're
I
going to
mean,
go to the rapper,
financially
yeah.
you can't, because now the IRS gonna be all in your business.
But you got better ways to clean money now.
You right. However,
You
the
think?
heat is on you.
You
The
sure?
heat is
Yeah,
on
you do. You can do
You sure?
fake private shows. Well, now with COVID, it's hard.
No,
but,
no, not because
People still get caught up.
yeah, you
I-
can get caught up, but
I-
like I said, if you do
I would
things
say like
yourself,
this: a lot of stuff you're saying, I know people been there, done that.
Right.
Yeah.
And they got caught up.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. At the end of the day, you get to choose which direction you go.
Yeah,
In
it's
any
definitely a choice.
situation.
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna
definitely
be
a
real
choice.
with you. Right now, on this show, you know me the longest, but you still don't know my past. And there's
No.
certain things in my past I'm never gonna let you know.
Yeah, I mean that's cool.
And that's not just you, it's
That's
just
anybody,
anybody.
yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I made a choice a long time ago in my life on what direction I wanted to go to.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't turn back. Yes, it makes me part of who I am, but I don't have to let people know about that. I've created my own image. You do that yourself.
Yeah, true.
So you don't have to, people understand, they keep saying, oh, well, I can't get out. You can.
Well, most of the time it's because
You can.
other folks are telling them they can't. And
Yeah,
they
but
have
you
no
can.
one. Yeah, but some folks don't have that positive reinforcement from elsewhere or haven't instilled in themselves to see that
That's true.
until someone shines that light in their eyes and let them see that, hey, you can.
Think if your voice changed one more time.
It go
We
up and
18
then
minutes
down.
in the
Dang,
show.
I'm
and
sipping
your
on
shit
it-
done
I'm sipping
changed
on
like
it.
6
I'm
times,
sipping
nigga.
on a drink,
I
baby.
tried
I'm sipping on a drink,
I
having a
tried
good
to give
time.
you chaser because
No,
it'll
I'm
help
cool.
mellow you out. Because
I'm
you know you be
chilling.
all over the place. Like
Nigga, you
one
went
time,
from
you be right,
you went from
be all over.
you went from motivational speaker to thug.
You know I go through my transitions on the show, baby.
But no,
And look, he got the one finger out.
I got
when
the
he
with the
drinking,
pinky
he
out. I got the Jamaican rum, baby. Got the
but
pinky out.
usually you don't stick the pinky out until later on in the show.
I told you it's been a rough week, man. How much time I gotta tell y'all, man? It's been a
But
rough
no,
week.
I think I'm gonna fall out. If he grabbed that table like he did a few weeks ago and look at me all scared because he can't get himself together, I'm gonna fall out. I'm gonna just let y'all know now.
Hey, that was
Yeah.
a rough one right there, bro.
First of all, yeah. Shout out to Go Villain who was here last week.
Yeah.
Go Villain had the moment of the week.
Yeah.
Oh
He
shit.
took a sip of that 130. He was like, "Can I get some of that?" It was the liquor he brought.
He was like this. He said, "It's taking my throat." He said, "My throat gone." It took my
And y'all
throat.
wonder why I was chasing it with a beer. That shit was hard. I don't know how y'all was drinking that shit with no chaser.
Yeah, I was good with no chaser.
Y'all ain't got no damn blinding in y'all throat.
That's really how you want to put that?
You sound a little judgmental, sir.
That's really how you want to put that?
We ain't got no lining in our throat.
That's how you gonna put that.
I'm just saying.
Really?
Y'all don't feel
That's what we
shit.
gonna say. That's what we gonna say.
Don't give him no ride. Unappreciative mind. So, but I like this topic because I thought it was very interesting. Salute to Betty White. She just turned 99.
Today, yes.
Yo, CP3.
Yo,
Would you still hit Betty White?
He would.
not now.
Yes, you would.
Back in the old days,
Yes, you
when
would.
I
She
seen
got
some of the
money.
pictures.
She got money, you would.
I ain't 99. Nah, I needed to put in the wheel before.
So you would hit her when she was 98, nigga?
Right.
I just said no. I need
You
to be
hit
in
it
the.
yesterday.
I need to be in the wheel before I hit it because I need to make
So
sure
you
I'm
was in
taking
the
care.
wheel.
Yeah, hey,
You
I-
hit it
I
at
knocked
99.
I knocked the dust off it.
You have no more.
So gross.
on a Sunday evening.
You know what? You almost made me not want to take another drink with that.
Hey, you open that can of worms. Eh?
You driving people to drink.
He got DJ. He said,
From the bottle, right? He's drinking from the bottle because of you.
You made the DJ drink from the bottle.
Hey man, get on the ones and twos. It's gonna be wild, baby.
Man.
When I see you on the pictures, I saw.
Yeah. Oh, see, I told you,
Yeah,
bro.
she was fly when she was young.
Hey.
Very shapely. I saw her.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But she got that money now.
So you would. So if she had you in the wheel at 99, you still tap.
You ain't
her
gotta
one?
do. You ain't gotta do too much, man. You know.
Oh.
You gonna kiss her wrinkles?
Nah. Nah.
I'm so gross out.
Yeah, it's gonna be a contract.
A contract.
So what if she wants some obligations because she wrote the contract? If you want money, she gonna want something.
Depends on the amount.
You might have to give her a foot massage.
Well, I mean, what about
I don't mind giving a
Cicely?
foot rub.
Cicely younger than her.
Cicely,
Cicely Tyson, she like 96.
I ain't saying I'm trying to find 90-year-old.
I'm just saying, like, would you, Cicely got that money too.
This is getting uncomfortable.
I'm sure it is.
But you know that.
But Betty White wasn't uncomfortable when we first brought her up?
It was just a
And then
joke.
when I had
It
another
was
old
just a-
lady,
yeah,
now
because at
you
first it was a
uncomfortable.
joke. Now it's an introspective on my thought process. I'm like, hold fast. I never thought about it this deeply. I was just making a
But
fucking
you
joke.
said that, Betty White being 99, that's a little too old. Okay, Cicely 96. All right.
I just want to make an observation.
Uh,
You notice for the white woman, he jumped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
no, I'm just
For the-
trying to
for
put
the
a
black
birthday.
lady.
He fell back for the black lady.
Nah, because
For the
I
black
thought it was
lady,
just
you understand.
because it was her birthday. We was having fun. Now,
What was you at
y'all
on the 6th?
6 or what?
What was you at on the 6th?
I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Probably at work.
Oh.
Where else would I be at? What was
So
going on?
Downtown on the 6th?
Nah, I wouldn't backhand
You
nobody.
probably
I
would.
see your brace off, so you healed. You ain't had to back no hand
First of
nobody.
I didn't fight nobody on the 6th.
It's a miracle.
I hurt my wrist on the 6th, but that was just a
Just happened to be the same day. Those
It was
people
a
went
coincidence.
crazy down at the
It
Capitol.
was a coincidence.
So see, I got some sports for you, CP3.
Uh-oh. What's going on?
So someone shared one of my videos. That means they probably want me to play their song. A Maryland teen boy becomes a junior bull riding state champion for Maryland.
Wow.
13-year-old Nicholas Jackson made history after becoming the newest, this is back in 2020, so it was like last month, bull riding champion, the junior bull riding finals in Texas. And he's black.
Go ahead.
Tight.
Bad stuff.
He's black.
There's still black. There are some black folks that ride horses. Why stay at
Well,
Clinton?
I mean, it's shocking that he's from Maryland
Yeah.
and he's a black young man that won.
You know, right down the street from where we live at, there's folks that got horses.
Okay, they went to Texas.
Yeah.
Okay, you got to remember what Texas is.
Yeah, I know.
Like if they
Because I know some black men in Texas that, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No. I hate to say this like this now. if they had the fastest getaway runner,
You know
and he was from Maryland, I could see him winning.
He was terrible.
Like, you know, that's amazing. He was the fastest bull rider.
Yeah, some of those, some of those kids really take to it, and it's even out in Compton. They have a horse riding farm, a horse.
In Compton?
Yeah, I saw the story on I think it was like 2020 or something. They
You watched 2020? Damn,
I
we
watch-
know these things about you.
man,
CP3.
you know, I try to keep
I thought the
my.
only thing you watched was sports and porn.
You know what? It makes sense because I think he like little old white ladies.
Oh, okay.
Barbara
Yeah,
Walters.
Barbara Walters was that shit back in the
on
day.
there. That makes sense.
Would you tap
right?
Barbara Walters?
Nah,
Don't answer that. Finish the story.
nah, she just talking too much. But y'all made me lose my train of thought and shit.
Oh, Barbara Walters, huh?
You thinking about Barbara Walters
Nah.
and Betty White?
That's your boo.
You thinking about a threesome with Barbara Walters and Betty White?
Ooh, yes.
Yeah,
Too
I-
much
Gray
money in that room.
Right.
Some gray matter when you go downstairs.
Don't leave no money on that table.
Um,
Get that money.
here's a story that you would enjoy, CP3, because you can relate to this shit.
Uh-oh.
Vernon Maxwell,
Mm.
with a podcast, recalls the time that Akeem Olajuwon slapped the taste out of his mouth.
I saw that.
And he said basically he used to get mad and spit on the court.
Mm.
And he did it in front of Akeem Olajuwon. And he said, don't do that. That's disrespectful. And he was like, yo, so I spat in front of him again. He said, and he's, yo, for a dude to slap the taste out your mouth and you admit it on a podcast must be a hard ass slap 20 years later.
Yep.
Because Hakeem is one of the greatest citizens that played. What you gonna do? And he was a man. He was a Muslim
So
that
just
was
because he
chill.
was a great player, you let him slap you?
No, I'm just saying he was a chill dude that didn't lose his temper.
That's
and
true.
Vernon Maxwell was an asshole. We all know that.
I mean, he probably did deserve to be slapped.
Yeah,
but
he
I
did.
was wondering where you was going.
Now I'm just saying if
How
you
many times
know,
have you slapped the taste out of somebody's mouth?
Yes, do so.
there's been a few occasions, allegedly. You know,
Allegedly. Here you go with
How was it
allegedly.
allegedly if you tell the
because
story?
nobody else was
It's been a few
around.
cases allegedly.
Yeah, it was nobody else around. So in case somebody pop up and say that happened, it was allegedly. But yeah, Vernon Maxwell, I loved him as a player, but yeah, he was a straight asshole. He was the asshole on that team that won back-to-back championships. That's when I was a Hakeem Olajuwon fan. That Hakeem shake, that dream shake was ridiculous. Couldn't nobody stop it. That's when they used to actually still run plays in basketball, and they actually did still have fundamentals, unlike now. So
Uh-oh. Here you go.
I mean, hey, you want to bring up sports, man. You know how I feel about basketball. Yeah, you know how I feel about
He
basketball,
was
man.
about to go in.
I mean, that's why I watch WNBA because they still play with the fundamentals. I can enjoy.
WNBA plays the fundamentals?
Yeah, because they not all
Compared
about
to the NBA.
compared to the
I know
NBA.
what
Yeah,
you mean.
because they not just dunking the ball, dribbling for 20 seconds and get to the hole and miss the layup because they spent all their time dribbling and they miss the fucking basket when they get to the hole. WNBA, you see pick and rolls, you see screens, you see actual defense.
So has the Washington basketball team hurt you? Because you sound
No, it's all bad because I miss old school basketball. You know, I'm old school to
Who's
the
your,
core.
who's your favorite player?
Back then in that time was I guess you gotta say Michael Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon were two of my favorites.
So let me tell you something off the bottom of my heart about Michael Jordan.
What?
Fuck him.
Yeah, he's an asshole. What can you do?
No, not because he's an asshole. Because I'm a New York.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, I keep.
And he
on
dug in
forgetting.
our pockets 5 times and took 5 rings out of our pockets every fucking time. There is no worse feeling in the world of watching the NBA and your team is the Knicks and Michael Jordan plays y'all every year and sends you home to the couch bowl.
Every year.
Yeah, that sucks.
Like, you just wish this nigga would stub his big toe. Nigga get sick, he want to hit points. You know, I mean, yo, it's just so disrespectful.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's
and then on
He
top it
didn't
off,
let up.
and then to top it off, he was born in New York. Fuck him and his kids and the horse he rode in on. That's how I feel about
I
him.
mean, I feel you, man.
I love when he played for the Wizards.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, because I remember.
That's
Yeah,
what he
they,
did now.
they used to.
Exactly.
Yeah, the New York, Chicago Bulls series used to be brutal. John Starks, I know he probably still having nightmares.
It wasn't brutal. We got sent home every year.
So
Brutal
yeah,
for him.
as I say, I miss that old school basketball, man. You miss those series like that
John
now.
Starks was garbage.
Yeah, but he was a tenacious. I use that word tenacious. he was one of those hustle guys. And when he got hot, he used to get hot. I remember that game. I think he hit like 7 threes in one game.
You know what his idea of getting hot was? It's like when you have a stove that works every now and then.
Yeah, exactly.
So like you hungry today, but the stove don't come on.
Yeah.
And then you was hungry yesterday, but it came on.
Hey.
Yeah, that was John Starks.
Hey,
So
well, you know he had he had some mental issues.
Don't give me all that bullshit.
I mean, hey, some of these players, they
A
ain't
lot
right
of people
mentally.
have mental issues.
You have mental issues.
Yeah,
sir.
I mean, diagnosed. I'm diagnosed. I know what I am, but like I said,
But no,
to
we
balance
have
the
people
lifestyle.
that were diagnosed and undiagnosed.
Yeah, but to balance that lifestyle and be diagnosed with certain things, like I think he had like a slight form of schizophrenia or some
He had a
bullshit.
slight form of suckerphenia because he sucked like a motherfucker.
So yeah, so some of these players, like I talk about all the
Patrick Ewing
time.
didn't get a ring because of John Starks. Thank you.
Wow.
I mean,
One of the greatest centers
Ever.
ever.
well, I have
And he
to.
had one of the greatest chokers ever.
Well, he could have left New York.
I thought John Starks was in
That
SNL
was,
because
let's
he
be
choked so
real. You
much.
saying he could have left New York? That wasn't a big thing back
It
then.
was the Bad Boys, man.
You stay with your team back then.
And that's my point with Kevin Garnett, who was one of my absolute favorite basketball. If he would have left Minnesota a few years early, he would have had more than one championship before. But being loyal can be a detriment to your career in any sport if you stay with the wrong team too long and then you miss your peak and then
Right, but that wasn't the mindset back then.
That wasn't the mind, but if free agency was still the mind, he was just
But
loyal.
wait, okay, wait a minute though, because Charles Barkley went to Phoenix, and he still got Nathan.
Yeah, because he
Hot dog niggas get Nathan.
yeah, some don't.
Nathan.
He kept going to the wrong teams. That happens.
No, because who he run into in the finals? Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan. Damn you, Mike.
Carl Malone.
He should have joined.
Carl Malone the same. Well, he got one with the Lakers, I
They
think.
won it that year.
No, Karl Malone
If Michael
didn't get
Jordan
He didn't get one with the Lakers, yeah. So Carl
I was
Malone is
glad
another.
Karl Malone didn't get one of those.
Yeah, him and John Stockton, another.
Did you hear him?
See, that's that New York, man. That's that
Right.
New York. 1 minute is fuck Jordan, then it's fuck Malone too.
Hold up.
Yeah, fuck all up.
I got a list.
Everybody, all y'all.
Hold up.
I got a list. I got a
Oh,
list.
true, y'all.
On three of y'all.
Oh, tree of y'all.
Did you ever get Taylor that doggy pocket pussy?
No, if I ain't getting one, he ain't getting one. Fuck that.
Well, why you ain't get one?
DJ Grip is over
You
here.
don't do
It
nothing
ain't,
but
it
complain
ain't, it ain't
on
in the
this
budget. It ain't in
show.
the budget right now.
Wait,
You
wait,
ain't
wait.
do nothing but complain on this show all the time.
I don't be complaining.
We need to, maybe we should get one of the pure romance ladies out here, and maybe she can hook you up with a free one.
So,
Look at the face. Look at the face.
so DJ Grip, they make, because your face looks really, what the fuck are we talking about? So, you know they make pocket pussies for men. They actually make pocket pussies for dogs now. Now, they refuse to look at it when I sent them the link.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't do it. I'm sorry.
I like Taylor. Taylor done cool the body. You should, he need
But
pocket.
somebody, I'm not naming names,
Man.
had an issue with it and said that they weren't going to get it because who gonna clean it up? I'm not naming no names.
Yeah, that's the other
You ain't gonna wash it out for Taylor?
I wasn't naming no names.
Hell nah. That nigga on his own.
How?
You ain't got no holes?
hey, I'm.
How is he on his
We
own? How you
cool.
supposed to clean that?
Hey, we cool. We ain't that. I feed him and I take him out to use the bathroom. That's all I got to worry about.
You know what? You are very selfish.
We already knew that though.
Hey man, he be alright.
Mm-hmm.
He be alright.
Oh man. Yeah, you're bad. You're a bad individual. Okay, so I guess she'll be calling in 10 minutes. So I guess I'll play some videos real quick. Anything we got to talk about before the guests call in?
We gonna talk about that busted challenge.
Let's talk about the Busted Challenge.
Boy, oh boy. I've seen some nice.
Okay, but before that, did y'all see the Crybaby challenge that kind of came out like right before?
No.
So the Crybaby challenge, I noticed that now that the Busted challenge is really getting like wider, you know, like it has a wider scope now.
Yeah.
But I see some of the people doing some of the moves from the Crybaby challenge.
Of course.
So, yeah. But I did see Bob Saget and his wife doing it. And I was
Oh.
not happy. So I feel like the Busted challenge is about to end.
Did you say Bob Saget did
Yes,
it?
I did. I did. I said that.
Wow.
So, I
America's
mean,
Funniest
yes.
Home Video
But
Bob
you know,
Saget.
no, let me
Full
say that.
House.
Now you know Bob Saget. Have you ever seen his stand up?
Nah.
Filthy.
Bro,
mouth.
yeah.
He has
Yeah,
some
bro.
filthy
Oh, you ain't
Fuck
you
yeah,
ain't never
I
you ain't never seen it? Oh, bro.
Bob Saget?
Bob, bruh.
Saget.
I believe you ain't never watched this stand up, bruh.
So I want to put that out there. So him doing something a little ratchet isn't really a big surprise, but the fact that it is Bob Saget and his wife and she ain't really had no rhythm for real, I'm like, stuff like that is going to ruin this
That's
challenge.
when you want to be a CP3?
Nah, you gotta have rhythm. Fuck that. I'm sorry. You ain't got no rhythm. I can't fuck with you. You gonna throw my stroke off.
What?
Yeah.
So here's the funny,
He sucked dick for Coke Park. That's
here's
it.
the funny thing about Half Baked. I've never seen it.
But
I almost smacked him with the DVD when he told me that.
with the DVD.
With the DVD, like, go watch this shit.
Why are you so violent?
Because, man, that's a
Wait a minute.
that's an
you just
insult.
you out your mouth, you just said, oh, that's that New York shit right there.
Yeah.
And then you gonna talk about smacking me with a DVD?
Because that's that 1990. That's that 1990. That's a disrespect to the 90s. You didn't ever see Half Baked.
I get it.
Well, I'm not either.
But she synced it.
I sing.
That's a,
But I will say, Bob Saget, you kind of.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, you gotta watch it,
You need to
Bob
watch it.
Saget.
I may have to watch that.
Yeah, bro.
So I would say that some of the busted challenges have been good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's been some
And
nice.
Some
One.
of them-
this nigga had to wipe his
Yeah,
lips.
it's like, oh yeah.
Oh, LL Cool J
Janet
ass
Janet
nigga.
sent me a
Oh,
couple of videos. I was looking like, you
I was
know
like,
her?
watch this, watch
I was
this.
like, you know her?
I don't know these chicks. Nigga, watch that. But I ain't seen you Bob Saget, did I?
Nah,
I
yeah,
should
nah,
have.
please, no.
I didn't send you.
So-
I mean, he's not doing it. His wife is doing it, and he's
So-
standing there with her.
So the funny thing is, I heard about this on the Breakfast Club. So the funny thing is, it's an artist song, but people think it's a Nelly song because it starts off with a Nelly sample,
Correct. It does.
and then they drop it down to the beat, and then it's
And
a
it's
female.
busted.
Yes, a female artist joint. And I think it may be one of the people who used to either work with either Carly B or Megan Thee Stallion or something like that. But it's hot. I mean, it's just creating a buzz, and you know,
I've
I
seen
like
some nice.
I like shit like that.
Yeah,
So-
me too. I've seen some nice ones.
So
But it's Erica Banks is her name.
okay, that's it.
Oh, the song with the hot yeah sample.
Mhm.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So her name is Erica Banks, and yeah.
I never really turned the music on. I just watched.
I bet you just watched the
I
ad
just watched the
drop,
ass drop. Yeah.
But
pretty much.
and that's what I was saying. Like the Crybaby challenge is that Crybaby song that Megan had.
Oh.
And then right behind that, and Megan does a dance in it. So the dance that she was doing, and we've seen Megan, like she's like kind of low, twerking it,
You know, I've
almost
never
on
seen
the
Megan Thee
floor.
Stallion.
And so some people have incorporated that dance movement, that dance move into
So-
the Busted Challenge
So
as well.
our co-host has said he's never seen.
I've never
Thee
seen
Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion. I
She just
don't.
looked at you like, nigga, please.
I don't really watch mainstream.
I don't either.
Yeah, I don't watch videos. I don't listen to
I
the
don't
radio.
either.
Yeah, so I've never
That's right,
seen
that's
it.
I look all this stuff. I don't either.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
But I
I've ne-
still know.
I don't know who half of these people y'all
You
talking
look-
So
about.
wait, you've never seen the WAP video? What? Who are you?
Well, nigga, this been working all
You
the
can
damn
just put it on
time.
You can just put it on mute and just like it.
Who
Man.
are you? Have you heard the WAP song?
I think I may have heard it like
Oh
once or
my
twice.
goodness.
You know, it has the.
I know what it
sample
stands
from Friday.
Which
No,
one?
from Players Club. There's some hoes in this house.
Oh, for real?
Frank Ski record.
Yeah.
Frank Ski
I
record.
had no
But
idea.
why don't you know this stuff? Like, of all things, look, I'm gonna be real with you. Of all things, I thought that you would be on this Megan, especially the Megan Cardi collab for.
Well, you know, I'm not a real
Why?
fan.
No. Disappointed.
I'm not really a Cardi B fan either.
What's going on? Thank you for calling at the bar. Yes, what's going on? You one of the members of the crew? What's going on? I'm 151. We got Lady Antoinette. And we got CP3 in the building.
Yes, sir. What's going on, fam?
What's your name? Okay.
This is range. Represent range, brother. Yeah. Right. Got some.
Okay. You know, we live on the air. We was just talking about, you know, some different things. Could you tell us about the crew real quick? You know, can you do me? Can you do me? Can you do me one favor? Could you speak up a little bit more? You very low. You got the, you know, the deep voice thing going on. Yeah, a little
It's a little
better.
better.
So Crew is a production team based out of Philly.
Is this better? Can you hear me better?
Roughly 7 of us. We produce, right?
Crew is a production team based out of
Curate and
Philly.
develop art.
There's roughly 7 of us.
About 2 years.
We produce,
Right?
right?
A couple of artists that signed to the production
Curate
team.
and develop art.
Trying to break those artists.
Been together for
About
about
2
2
years.
years.
Cool, cool. So y'all a production team, right?
Production team.
Yeah, we're production.
So did each of y'all do different things, or y'all like what gear are you using?
Yeah, each of us production teams there are producers, songwriters, artist developers,
Yeah,
DJs,
each of us do different things.
MCs,
There are
singers,
producers,
kind of a
songwriters, artist
production
developers,
team. So each of us have different backgrounds. We all came together to
MC,
kind of
singer,
pull our resources
kind of
and
a
build
all
artists like in the way we,
production
you know,
team. So
in
each
the
of
way
us
we
have
put the industry
different
and culture
backgrounds.
forward.
We all came
Okay,
together to
cool,
kind
cool,
of
cool.
pool our resources.
Philly is a dope town. My artist Renegade has performed there. We got a lot of love there. You know, I'm really cool with my man Gilly. Philly always shows us a lot of love when we go through. How would you describe the hip hop scene in Philly?
The hip hop scene in Philly is growing. Pretty dope. A lot of these dope underground rappers.
The hip hop scene in Philly
People like
is
me, that's the helm artists, you know, doing things to push the culture forward. But all in all,
you got
it's
people
growing
like me
things.
that's at the helm.
We're coming out of, you know,
Doing things to
soul,
push the
kind of
culture
like
forward.
real soul
All in
age,
all,
and so since then it's kind of been kind of quiet.
we're coming out
So
of
things are kind of ready to
years
burst.
ago was kind of like a neo soul.
You know, move back into that.
So since then, it's kind of been kind of quiet.
Okay, okay.
Kind of ready to burst.
You got a question, Lady Internet?
You know, move back.
I'm listening right now. I won't wait for everyone to come through.
Okay, okay.
Where we at right now.
So what do you exactly do? Are you a producer? You a rapper? You a singer?
So I do artist development, it's my primary function, and I rap and I sing on the Welcome to 2020 record. I actually had a verse for that.
So I do artist development,
with curating
primary function,
for project
and I rap and I sing
and
on
basically
Welcome
come
to
together with
2020
putting together
record. I actually had a verse for that.
that's
That's a project that we curate.
artists.
That project called Power to the People. This is basically something that we're putting together as a production team.
Third year off
With those people and we're featuring different artists that are in the tri-state areas.
I was about to say, how you gonna bypass New York, son?
But we've got
Who bypass
artists
it?
that are on the project that are out of the state of New York too. But
Okay, okay.
I sing, I rap.
Bypass New York, son.
Okay.
Cool, cool, cool.
We got New York representing on the project.
So the video y'all got out, what inspired that?
2020, basically. You know what I mean? The year and all the things that was going on inside of the year. And we wanted to kind of have a time capsule of a time.
2020 is basically, you know what I mean, the year and all the
going on
things
in
going on
the year.
inside of the year. And we wanted to kind of have a time capsule of a time stamp. This is kind of just walk through the building, all of these events that were going on in the year. So, my man, Zimmer, a crew member, just walking in the building. He produced the record, and it was the first song that he got finished for the Power to the project. It just felt like we wanted to voice, you know, we wanted to voice different things that were going on inside the city and just kind of give the city and the world, kind of give our perspective on our state and everybody here. So that's what inspired it. Basically everything that's going on in the year.
Okay,
And,
okay.
three other guys to hop on
So
the track.
the record's called 2020.
Didn't think on the track and
So
It's called Welcome.
welcome to 2020. So how do we welcome you to 2021?
Yeah, one more time.
How do we welcome you to 2021?
Oh man, it looks like 2021 is extension of 2020,
Yeah,
the
what's up?
things that we see going on, the things that are dominating the headlines with
Oh man,
COVID,
it looks like 2021.
Trump,
You know what I mean? It's an
police
extension of
brutality, all of
2020.
those things
The
are
things
still
that
kind
we
of
see
dominating
going
the
on,
headlines.
the
And
things
so
that are
it
dominating the
looks like,
headlines, still COVID,
2021 is so far
Trump.
just an
You know what I
extension
mean?
of 2020.
Police brutality,
But,
all those
we're
things
looking
still
for
kind of
things
dominating the
to
headlines
hopefully
going
show
in.
up
So it
and
looks like,
move in a more progressive
2021.
direction.
Yeah,
But
so
I
far
think
it's just an extension
2020
of 2020.
kind of prepared
But
us to let
we're
us know
looking for
that
things
things
to
are always
hopefully
so
clear up
hopefully even
and
if this year
move in a more
isn't
progressive
necessarily
direction.
better
I
than
think
better prepared
2020
than what we
kind
had
of
during
prepared us to let us know that everything is going
Definitely.
to so
Agreed.
hopefully even if the year
So who just walked in the building with you?
better, that we're better prepared.
I mean, if that was bring the building,
Dilemma, let's talk. What's up? What's good?
what's up, everybody?
I mean, Dilemma,
Hey.
What's going on?
The range pulled it down. How's everybody doing?
We doing good,
Good.
man. Welcome to After Bar Radio on 151. We got Lady Antoinette and the neighborhood thug CP3.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Not every neighborhood, just some.
You just, yeah, plenty. Hello, how are you?
That's a great answer.
Mhm. Yeah, I like it. I like that energy.
So how long you been doing hip hop?
How long have I been doing
Hip hop production? Yeah.
yeah.
for at least
How long have I been doing production?
10, 11 years? I've been
Hip hop.
my first person was hip hop. I've worked with
For at least, I'm
a lot of hip hop acts from
10, 11 years. I've been my first place.
Well, first of all, I'm gonna need you to do something. I'm gonna need that. So y'all gonna stop with the humble shit. Like, come on, this your time to toot your horn, bruh. I've been working with Joe. Nah, I need some excitement with that, though, because everybody don't get to work with these people.
Right.
You know, and it's okay to be a little cocky. It's okay to say I work with these people. Now say it again, please,
Right.
with your chest out.
Well, listen, this is what Dilemma, I work with
kind of like
the
started
most talented
my whole
rappers
thing
in
was
the
just working
industry.
me as a
Still play
producer.
Black
Before then, I
Thought.
was just a beat maker.
My homeboy Poster Boy
and just, you know,
kind of like started
Moving forward to
my whole
today,
thing was just
working
really
with
me as a
artists like
producer.
Ego,
Before then, I was just a beat
Fabulous,
maker.
and
And
yeah,
just,
now,
you know,
now we're here
moving forward to
new chapter
today,
building
working
through.
with
We
artists like
have a
Ego,
bunch of amazing
Fabulous.
acts that we're developing from pop to hip hop.
And yeah, now we're here.
Yeah,
This
so
new
we
chapter
kind
is
of
the crew.
do it all.
So we have a bunch
what's
of
up.
amazing acts that we're developing.
I like that better.
Hip hop, soul. Yeah, so we kind of do it all.
From a young lady.
Range wanted me to
Jasmine Sullivan.
Okay.
mention my most recent
On that new album.
Hotel.
from a young lady.
Track the other side.
You might know her name is Jasmine Sullivan.
Okay.
But I worked on with Jasmine.
I'm on her
before,
project,
and had some
Hotel.
reality shows.
It's the track The Other Side.
We're really
And
excited.
that just came out last week.
Starting off
But I worked on with Jasmine
That's
before.
what I'm talking
And
about.
a reality show.
coming out
This new project.
There you go.
We're really excited about it.
Definitely.
Starting around
Definitely.
2021.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, and it's not wrong with being humble, but like sometimes when you put the work in, it's okay to pat yourself on the back.
Right.
You know, a lot of times people come in, they come on the show, they be like, oh, you know, like, dog, pat yourself on the back. Y'all are doing great shit. Like on the real, your resume is very impressive, and you know, you're making a movement.
Yep.
And I don't, you know, and I don't want to overlook that. I don't want people to listen to this and because you say it quietly, they didn't pay attention to it. I want them to know like these dudes is for real. I don't want people to listen to this and because you say it quietly, they didn't pay attention.
We do have
I want them to know like these dudes is for real.
when we think back of everything that we've done and we've started and where we're at now. It is,
we do have those, you know, quiet times, those down
to
times, and we think
pat
back
yourself
of
on the
everything
back.
that we've done and where we started and where we are now. It is, you
I know.
take time, it is something
I know.
to pat yourself on the back. I'm
And I know because I've been there.
on the board, but
And you know, I've interviewed a lot of good people.
as long as we
You know, interviewed Chef Rock from Hell's Kitchen, season 3 one. I've interviewed Gilly. You know, I've interviewed a professional comedian, Skeever Williams. So I've interviewed some people. It's an accomplishment, and sometimes when you I know what it's like to put your head down and you just doing work. But sometimes we like to give you flowers right here and now too.
Absolutely. It's been a blessing. I know that this journey of being able to wake up and do music for this long.
Absolutely. It's been a
Right.
blessing.
Amazing blessing.
I know
I don't think
that
anything
this
is
journey
gonna
and be able to wake up and do
understand how
music
hard
for
this thing is.
this long.
So,
And
yeah, I
it's an
definitely
amazing
appreciate
blessing.
you gotta
I don't
definitely
take
have that
anything for
balance.
granted.
I'm not
And
the
I understand how hard it is.
so,
Yeah, I definitely appreciate it. You got to definitely have that balance.
I feel you. I
I'm
feel
more like
you.
Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah. But-
Yeah,
That's 35
I'm more like Kawhi.
Exactly. Like
on this
I saw the video. I like the message in the video.
Yes, indeed.
It's powerful. Especially in the age where hip hop, we don't really say that much.
Nope.
Absolutely.
You know.
They did a great job. I know the small part is the beat, but the guys really painted the picture.
Absolutely not. They
And
did a
just
great
putting
job.
everybody there to
I
just
just-
show a different
The
side.
small part of
Just having the
the
voice.
guys really painted the picture.
Rain pretty much put
And
that
just
whole
putting
thing
everybody
coming
there to
together
just
for
show
the
a
record.
different side.
So it came out well,
Just having the
really
voice.
well.
Rain
And
pretty
I'm
much
really,
put that
really
whole
excited that
game plan
everyone
together
is
for
receiving
the record. So it
Okay.
came out
CP3,
well.
you got any questions?
In this day and age of a lot of solo acts and folks wanting to do their own thing, and you got Pharrell and Timberland who does production and sometimes jumps on the track. What persuaded y'all group to decide to make this movement and take it a step forward instead of going out on your own separate ventures?
Yeah.
That's a great question. I think what really did it was one of the members, Sean King, he pretty much came together and just had this idea of working together. Once
One
we
of the
studied
Sean,
the Pharrell,
Sean Penn,
the
he pretty
Diddy,
much
the,
came together
you
and
know,
just
organized
had this
those
idea of
really
everyone working together.
system,
Once we
team
studied
structure
the
of
Pharrell,
everyone working together,
the Diddy's,
to achieve that goal.
organized
one
we
person.
understand that
You know what I like what you just said?
system and a team structure.
You said you studied.
Everyone working together.
I think that's a big element a lot of people miss.
Right.
Absolutely.
But I'm sorry, continue.
Great. So,
Say it again.
yeah,
Absolutely. I mean, you got it.
and that's what we've done, and not
So
just
after the study
all
degree,
yeah,
trying to be great, you got to study degree, and that's what we've done, and not just
Puff Daddy and all that, and we just continue to see the same ingredients of everyone playing their position, everybody working together, and
the Puff Daddies and all of that, and we just continue to see the same ingredients of everyone playing their position, everybody working together, and I think everyone on the crew were successful at doing what they were doing in their own lane,
and we just decided to
but at the same time, we were all getting to the playoffs, but we weren't getting to the finals.
That's what's up.
And we've just decided
You got anything?
Sweet.
Yeah, I definitely have a question.
Okay.
So, what do you think the downfall of this movement is? Like, what are some of the drawbacks that you guys have experienced while you're trying to push through?
I mean, it's when working with the team, personalities, and it sometimes it's
I mean, there's
hard to get
when working with the team,
people
personality,
I think
you know,
have to have patience and
it
dealing
sometimes
with a lot of
it's hard to get everyone on the same page.
So we study
Good thing that I think you just have to have patience
personality.
in
So
dealing
what was big
with
for
a
us
lot of
in the whole
personalities.
pandemic last year and from last
So we
year,
study, like I said,
we
go back
all
to
know that,
we study
we all
teams
watch,
that have a lot of personality. So what was big for us during the whole pandemic last
and
year was the last
was able to
dance.
just continue to
We
win
all felt that.
and balance
We all
our
rocked
personalities on Robin,
Jackson Bulls was able
and like was able to just continue to win and balance the personality from Robin to Pippen to everything like that. So we can use those examples and apply it to what we're building. That's always going to be from anything that you build and totally people. It's different personalities, different agendas. Not everybody's going to agree. Not everybody's going to totally see what you're building. But you have to leave space for people to grow into it. You can't push anyone. You can't pull anyone. So it's that balance, taking the ego out of it, and just being patient throughout the process. I think that for myself is probably one of the biggest lessons.
Dude, that's so dope that you said you studied The Last Dance. You know why? Because as much as I hate Michael Jordan, that was a damn good documentary. It was so good that I hated watching it. It was so damn good, but it shows you what you have to do to be great.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Yeah, if he can do it, they can do it.
You can really dig into just the philosophy behind it. And he can do it.
You got anything else, CP3?
I said let's get into the video and then make sure everybody get back. Because this is an interesting group that I definitely want to dig deeper into.
Dude, you did. What happened to your interviewer voice?
He's not interviewing no one.
Exactly. Yeah, that's when it comes out when the question comes.
So, any other members there right now?
Yeah, Sean Walker, got Sean Penn.
Okay, let's talk. We're gonna talk to Sean Penn, and after we talk to Sean Penn, we're gonna play the video.
Yeah.
Sean Penn, what's good? What's up with you?
What's up, man?
What's going on, dog? First of all, we just digging the vibe of your unit. You know, the crew. I love their energy. I mean, I love the stuff that they saying. Like, we ain't gotta play the video. We just sit back and just off the stuff that we talking about makes me a fan.
Right.
You know, tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
Very well. Coming off of a finalist at Michigan Games, this is several years ago now.
Whoa. Let me stop you right there. I'm going to tell you like I just told the other gentleman. Pat yourself on your back when you get these accomplishments. Don't just come you just gotta sound. Y'all killing me with the smooth shit. Oh, I was one of the finalists for me. Nah, nigga, toot your horn. This is the opportunity. This is what this podcast is about.
Going through it. Podcast is about. I focus on what I was doing. To be in that experience of getting all the way to the finale, what I took from it,
to be in that experience from the beginning all the way to the finale.
That, as a writer, as a student,
What I took from
just being that process, and then being part of working within artist development
for that,
university,
writers with the
working with
seeing that process and then being part of the band, artist development.
Michael Bivins,
Yeah, man.
Lauren
Work,
Green,
man.
Justin,
Tip me up.
A mentor.
Jamaica Craft,
Lorian,
Joe. That is
Jamaica Craft.
all of the other guys who moved into the house who are really, really talented. It just shows you the kind of team
that experience
and
as
foresight
well as
that
the
these
other
guys
guys
kind of help
in the house
coming off
really,
that
really talented.
I was
It just showed me the kind of team
build act
and foresight that you had to kind of help build the art. Coming off of that,
assembling a male
I was
group
able to eventually
called him Frank.
build act myself.
Signed for Motown.
Okay.
Then
Helped assemble
and then around 2014 with a team that I had assembled,
signed to
we
Motown.
put together a group
Yeah, and then around 2014 with a team that I assembled.
and then put together a group.
Okay.
For Art
So doing that work along with others,
and then I discovered
what different types of art and also volunteer.
so doing that
Gave
work
me a
along
certain
with
other experience. Between that,
type of
making a film experience. And then my
what
own
different types
experience
of
as an
actions
artist,
can you develop here?
songwriter,
Give
gave
me
me
some
kind of a
type of
blueprint
experience
for what I
doing that.
wanted to create.
And
So when I
then
came to the different
then my
guys
own
and
experience
crew,
as an artist,
who I had other
songwriter,
working with this journey
it
to
gave me kind of a blueprint
coming
for
in
what I
helping
wanted
with
to
the
create.
session,
So when I came to the
or
different guys and crew,
your girl, or
who I had
really,
to
like, result of act.
various capacities, whether it was coming in and helping with
There's
the
a
session,
company now called
artist development with Good Girl,
that originally
or
was
was other acts.
help assemble a set of producers.
There's a
And
company
one of
now
those main
called Traffic
producers
Park Stuff,
was Scott.
that
Scott
brings me here, that
And
I
so working
helped
along with him,
assemble a set of
he
producers.
worked on the
And
Good
one of
Girl
those main producers
situation.
was Scott.
So a
Scott
lot of
Park.
these different guys were
And so working along with
coming with different points and contribute to that process.
situation.
So
a lot of
that also had improvement.
different points
Made this point on what we've
contributed
done.
to that
So
process.
when I came to them saying,
So
listen,
kind of from the
let's
outside, but also
officially and
getting to the point
intentionally
on what we've done.
work
So
together
when I came to them
produce a
saying,
result.
let's
They were working
officially
with me. And then us reverse engineering what Motown had done,
work together
organized noise and others.
resolve.
There was see why I was
They were with me.
to be more intentional.
And then us
Let's not
reverse
live to
engineering
see
what
the hilltop
Motown had
process,
done,
but
organized noise and
build up a
others.
mountain
They
together.
were to see
So-
why
To the point
more
where
intentional.
One thing I really liked is that you talked about learning how to build a team.
Build up a mountain together.
I think that's one of the most. The thing about it is like this, and this is why I can really relate. When I first started doing At the Bar, when I rebought it back, I was doing it by myself, and it was okay. Then CP3 came along, and we started grilling and podcasting on Sundays, and it was fun. We was having a blast. And then we added Lady Antoinette, and it just felt complete, and it felt right. And when you build something, the right way, it does what it do. And I can appreciate what you you're going through, but damn, like on some real shit, man. You've learned from Michael Bivins, you saw Diddy, like y'all done some really. That's not average shit. And then y'all just really y'all some cool cats, cause y'all just and I know y'all Philly cats are, but y'all y'all real cool about it. But y'all done some above average stuff.
Right.
Even in the game of music, and y'all are just so humble about it. How do you stay humble in that? And after you answer this question, you got anything, Lady Antoinette?
After the video.
Okay, after you answer this question, we're gonna go into the video, and then Lady Antoinette has a question for you.
Okay, after you answer this question, we'll go into the video and the Lady Antoinette has
So how do y'all stay humble with all your accomplishments? That's what I'm saying.
it's really trying to understand
So how do you, I gotta stay humble.
the process requires everybody. So it's like, no matter what you do, if you're not humble and understanding that your piece is just a piece of the thing, it's kind of like football.
No matter what you do, if you're not humble,
Yeah.
and understanding that
the other team
just a
member doesn't
piece of
do
the
that.
thing, it's kind of
Watch
like
football stop.
You know what I mean? If I go 80 yards, right?
You know what I'm saying? You don't
The
get
other
80
team
yards.
doesn't
You know what I'm
get
saying?
that
Yeah.
last
You
block.
get points for going under. So it doesn't matter how big you are.
If you don't get points for 80
Individually,
yards, you know what I'm
you get
saying?
accolades or whatever.
You get points for going under. So it doesn't matter how, how big you are. You know what I mean? Like,
And I appreciate what I can do,
individually,
but
the
the
accolades or whatever.
to win. When you look at that on
You know what I mean? I
the
appreciate the individual.
hit one of
I
them,
appreciate what I can
not
do,
Michael
but
Jordan.
the system is what creates the win.
Okay.
When you're looking back
Six
on the
championships
triangle
in the world,
offense, for example,
five
it won 11 championships, not Michael Jordan.
So the system was
You know what I'm
the same.
saying?
You look at the Spurs,
Six championships,
they won
Bulls,
50 games or more,
5
you know,
championships. with the Lakers.
for longer than
System
time.
was the same.
If you look at the
Spurs,
with five
they
championships,
won
so
50
it's just a
games or
system.
more.
You know what I mean? Like, we respect what each other can do.
For a long
You know,
time.
I'm happy to
So
have
you know
so
what I'm saying?
I
They ended up
have,
with 5
but
championships. So
proven.
it's just a
But at the end of the day,
I mean, like,
I'm
we
more about
respect
it
what each
because
other
it
can
takes
do.
everybody.
You know, I'm happy
You
to
don't
have
need
the
body
abilities that I had and
discussion.
improving.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, I'm more about it because it takes everybody.
All right.
You know me, buy
Cool. Well, I'm about to play y'all video.
Good as the
Welcome to 2020.
great.
And then Lady Antoinette got some questions after the video. All right.
Okay, bet.
Welcome to 2020. And then, Lady Anthony got some questions after the video, alright?
All right, bet.
Two major crises in this country tonight, okay? As I said, two deadly viruses killing America. COVID-19,
This is a major crisis in this country tonight, okay? As I said, two deadly viruses killing America. COVID-19, racism,
The joints I posted in Marketplace. Yeah, I've been getting people asking me questions, but they never show up.
Your favorite today. What's the matter?
No, I got great movies. I got great movies.
See, you try to mess people up. Look at it. See, look at. Trying to corrupt another soul. Look at y'all. Look at trying to corrupt another soul.
I am a sweetheart. We talked about that.
You don't want to try some of this? See him over there with a bottle of white liquor.
I mean, you might want to taste it like a little sip, you know.
All of us can't mix liquors like some people. You can mix liquors. I can't. But you an owl now? Ooh.
My dad has that same voice, though. That's the funny part. Because that's kind of, he's one of those people that kind of want that. So I give them that.
Okay.
Red, black, and green as much as red, white, and blue. Work from.
Because he's one of those people, like he's within a circle of group of friends that I'm in, but I'm not really.
Yo, so welcome to 2020. That was a joint. That
Yes,
was by the
indeed.
crew. I like that joint. I like that joint. I like
Yes,
that joint.
indeed.
Joint was hot.
Yo, I like how y'all put in work. I like, you know, the different styles, just the vibe, and you know, and it was a good recap of what we all went through last year.
It feels like this year.
Feels like this year, but it was only 2 weeks ago.
Hey, 2020 it started out kind of 2021 it started out kind of crazy too.
Yeah, that's what they were saying.
It's
First of all, CP3, what starts out crazy is that your voice changes 6 different times in one show.
man, it depends on how many drinks I had.
You only had one.
Well, 1.5. She can put
Okay.
it's a little bit more than I had the first
He,
time.
look, he trying to blame me.
No,
Yeah.
I put some
I had
cut.
some.
No, I put some cut in it this time though.
Is any of the other members in the building besides y'all? Okay. He can wait 1 second because Lady Antoinette has a question for you.
Yes. Well, I mean, so I heard the song maybe a week or two ago. And, yeah,
Yeah.
about 2 weeks ago, and I loved it. I'm going to admit, it gave me
A good vibe.
the old school
Yes.
hip hop vibe, you know, and I love that and appreciate that. With that said, what do you say to those who are, you know, saying hip hop is dead? And do you even like the direction that hip hop as a whole has gone into?
Ooh, we get deep.
Yes.
Well, I mean, first thing I would say that is that hip hop should never really die because hip hop is basically our culture. So as long as we're alive, hip hop is always going to be alive. I mean, it's going to evolve and change as we evolve and change. So it's basically our culture as far as the direction that we're alive, the whole is always going to be alive. It's going to evolve and change as we evolve and change different ways. So you can look at what the machine as direction in hip hop as a whole. But they can kind of look at you can answer hip hop in different ways because in a much different ways. You can look at what the machine kind of mainstream, what's commercialized, but then you can kind of look at hip hop as a whole. You can find all sorts of versions of hip hop if you're looking for all sorts of versions of hip hop. But commercialized is always a thing, right? And that's in any genre. If you look at rock, what real rock is. R&B, you know, the classic rock is, that what the mainstream pushes isn't what is the essence of what real rock is. Hip hop kind of do the same thing. There's what can be commercialized, and there's what can be internalized. As far as things that should be internalized, and recognized as well. So we're just trying to do our part to make sure
That's what's
that
up.
that scene
CP3 got something.
putting out.
One of the things that most of you have said is pushing the movement forward, and I'm kind of going to piggyback on to what Lady Antoinette said because I'm one of those folks that think true hip hop isn't alive anymore. That you have all of this mumble rap and this catchy tune stuff and these dances that's more important than the lyrics of the song, and it is refreshing to hear some of you guys' music because I didn't hear it until, like you said, they played it 2 weeks ago. Checking out the video, so it is good to see that there are still some lyrical folks out there that's trying to move the hip hop culture forward. Because I feel like most of this music is taking it backwards. But what is it that fuels you guys to to think the direction that you can with your message? Because we know how hard it is for a positive message to get out there. What makes you guys think that you have that force that can get more of a message out there to a wider audience and maybe get folks actually listening to it?
Well, we're going to approach hip hop from all sorts of different angles, but we also have younger artists that cater to the current waves. So I think a variety is always going to approach hip hop from all sorts of different angles.
Say that again for CP3, please. A variety.
It's variety is cool.
No, but because I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But the thing is like this. The one thing about hip hop is this, and growing up, I had to understand, and Will Smith I think said this. Hip hop is all these different cultures mixed into one. So, you had the first time when an R&B song, when Jody Watley did the song with Eric B. and Rakim for Friends. That was like one of the very first mixtures of R&B and hip hop.
Right.
But then you had also your Heavy D. The New Jack Swing. That's also hip hop.
True.
Redhead Kingpin. I didn't like Redhead Kingpin. Pumpin' Hottie sucked. My DJ who's sitting up there, he loved playing Pumpin' Hottie because it made people dance at the party. But it came to me as I got older. That's part of hip hop. here's the problem. We started letting people label our music as such.
Right.
You know, when they started saying, "Oh, that's trap rap," nah, nigga, it's just hip hop. It may not be what you like, but it's still hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, oh,
Just because you prefer blondes and shorty's a redhead, does not make her not a female. It just makes her something that you didn't prefer.
The redhead is
They
a lot
touching on
freakier
something.
though.
The
Yeah.
crew don't know what you touching on. You know.
But I mean, like I
trying to
said,
start a war
You ain't gonna
here.
start a weird.
Y'all they come from Philly and save me. They about to start a war.
nah. I mean, I definitely feel what you're saying. It's still hip hop.
Yeah.
I'm just.
So
It's just, I don't like I said. It's their interview. I don't want to
yeah,
get on my
we'll
soapbox.
get in that later.
Yeah, I don't want to get on my
So,
soapbox.
I gotta know what's the best cheesesteak place in Philly right now. Yeah. Where? I need directions.
It's going to be a pot.
Right.
I hit Pagano.
On my page, on the corner, the commercial spot, just like how we talk about hip hop, right? Like the commercial
Oh,
spot,
Federal. I'm in the Federal.
Okay.
So on my favorite.
You know I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna have to look at it. Nigga, I'll be pressed for
We
it.
can take a whole field.
Like-
I used to go
we about to take a
up to Pagano's.
Yeah, just yo, we about to bring a camera and everything.
I used to come up to Pagano's on Sundays with my boy.
Breakdown. Like I personally don't mind breakdowns in hip hop because hip hop it's a
Right.
it's a growing genre. So I would classify
Yes.
with even what we're doing is curating Kendrick or Royce the 5'9". It's all hip hop, but it's what we want different versions. You know what I mean? Project like soundtrack. With even what we're doing and curating inside of the crew, even on Power to the People project, what we want to do is like a project like a soundtrack. Have different interpretations of so we're gonna have some things that sound like rap project.
Cause you're gonna incorporate all forms.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm loving this fucking conversation.
Project. We're gonna have some reggae. We're gonna have dubstep, different vibes in the project because it all represents who we are. The producers and it represents all of that who we are, and that's us from a hip hop generation. You know, hip hop growing up. Producers and the producers on our team are very and even different geographical areas, upper 40s and lower 30s. So we want to recovering a wide span of influences and even different geographical areas inside out, inside of all the things. So we want to definitely be proud of the variety of black youth. We want to be able to put that out, in
Yo,
format.
the funny thing about Philly is Philly is so diverse. Like I wrote, like real talk to people because I'm old as shit. So you know I'm 46. So I remember when for real when hip hop was in its prime, and not to just not taking away anything from hip hop now, but when they were doing like the DJ competitions and stuff like that, like couldn't nobody touch Jazzy Jeff. A Philly DJ held it down for shit like almost a 20-year cycle. And then for real, a lot of people, I got a lot of love for Philly, but a lot of niggas don't be talking about 3-time dope, and a lot of niggas done use the funky dividends beat over and over again.
A lot of folks don't know who 3 Times Dope is.
I know.
Yeah, I do too.
But I'm just saying, a lot of people, exactly. EST was my nigga for, like, he's one of the dudes outside of, he's like one of the very few people besides Rakim and Big Daddy Kane and Papa KRS-One that was spitting some shit that made me think. EST, then like Nicholas One, the greatest man. Yo, Steady B, you know, Hilltop Hustlers too, Steady B.
Tap Money is on Rock the Bell Radio,
Yeah.
still getting down.
So hip hop in Philly is so diverse, and I don't think Philly gets enough credit for their contribution, in hip hop. To be honest with you, you know. And I love that the crew is like when you talk about, yeah, we doing this, but we also have trap music, we also have this, because it's so, for every Gilly the Kid, there's a Uzi Vert, you know, there's so much, and there's a Terror Whack. Like, it was crazy. We did a show in Philly, and there was a young girl that was really dope, and then years later she comes out, and my man goes, yo, you know that was Terror Whack back then. What? Yo, we had her at a show and she was that dope? Yes. You know?
It happens.
And I love that about Philly. And you know, to see her on a commercial about the iPhone speaker or whatever, I thought it was dope. Like, yo, that's fucking Philly. Like dog, I love walking down South Street. It's South Street's my shit. I love just walking around. I can walk down South Street every day and just vibing. I love the fact that everybody got P hats on. Like yo, they rap hard as shit.
Yeah, I used to go to Philly. I used to enjoy Philly. Oh yeah,
It is. Definitely. Honestly, I love the city. Yo, real talk. Many niggas go to music. Like, the fucking parks in the museum is like, dog, running up the steps, the Rocky steps was like, well, hold on, let me rephrase that. I had Renegade run up the Rocky steps and I took pictures at the bottom to make it. Yeah, nigga, I ain't got that type of energy no more. The way my liver is set up and my asthma is set up, I ain't built for that shit.
I just thought about that. Many times I've never done this. Many times I went to Philly, I never went there.
But taking pictures in front of the Rocky statue. Yo, dog, they got some Shakespeare in the Park statue. Like some Shakespeare statue that's really dope. Like, the vibe in Philly is just so, it's indescribable.
Man, I always had a good time when I went to Philly, except for when we went to Washington football team game.
Virginia, what part of Virginia? Okay.
Roanoke.
Shout out to Limelight Management, my homegirl Alexis, who set this interview up. Okay. Okay.
98 was Sean is from Delaware, 98, so Sean's been here. The members of implant from Willingboro,
Okay. Y'all on East Coast people.
I love that.
Chris Cargo, producer.
So who just walked in the building?
Right here. Chris.
Oh, whoa. We about to get on Chris too, because we need to talk to Chris. We love talking to y'all. Like, dog, honestly, this might be one of my favorite interviews that I've done in a long time, because I just love y'all energy.
Yeah.
And I love talking about cheesesteak.
We might gotta make a run, dog.
Yeah, we might have to make a run.
I'll run up them Rocky steps. Y'all talking about some cheese?
Yo, whoa.
I don't
Run to Philly. I'm not the dog. The way my liver and my asthma and my drinking is set up.
Cheesesteak and not run up the steps.
Man, you know how many times I done went to Philly and grabbed a cheesesteak and got back on the road on a Sunday?
There you go.
That's right. Say it again. Yes. Shout out to Joe. Yo, definitely shout out. It's so much rich culture. There's a they have like the like aviation museum. They got some dope shit in Philly. You know, and I just love going there. But you're right. We definitely cannot shout out. We definitely cannot talk about Philly without talking about Joe Frazier. Man, damn. I love this shit. But now you gotta put the other. We got.
We try to do it all for the folks.
The thing about it is though, when we talk Joe Frazier, cheesesteaks, and all, and music, it's all part of hip hop, dog. It's all part of the culture. That's the beautiful thing. No, we could be talking about people rocking the P hats, the Pirates hat, you know, all that. Like dog, it's all part of the culture. Yes. I'm sorry, the Philly hat. Yes. You know, so I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's put the other gentleman on. We got some questions for him. Let's make it happen.
Oh, that's
oh.
He's at the bar.
He's at the bar. Yo, for real talk. So in 2021, this is the one thing that we're gonna be doing different. Is that we are going to be doing live concert series at the bar. So anytime y'all want to drive down here and have a couple of drinks with us and then perform, you know, just let us know. We're gonna do a virtual concert, a virtual concert series starting up pretty soon. But you gotta bring a cheesesteak at least for you gotta bring 3 cheesesteaks.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right. So let's talk to Chris. What's going on, sir? We doing good,
baby. Doing good.
Okay, before I was about to ask you to tell me about yourself, but y'all some cool motherfuckers. Take the cool voice off. You gotta speak up a little bit so I can hear you out here and the audience can hear you. Cause y'all all cool and laid back and okay. So tell us about yourself, sir.
I got a bunch of voices that I can pull
Just
from.
about me. I make music. I've done music since I was 13.
Okay. Damn.
Interesting about me. I make music and stuff like that. I did music since I was
I'm
13.
But started out as a
32 now.
Ho. See, y'all gonna stop going over these little facts like y'all. Did you just say you play the guitar?
Started out as a guitar player. I started out doing rock.
And you started out doing rock?
See, they be trying to go over this little stuff like we don't be catching. Those are some accomplishments on some real. One, I couldn't hold a note in the backpack, so the fact that you play the guitar, that's dope to me.
It was kind of interesting. The only outlet I had at the time that did music was some of the kills that I was around. They were all rock. I grew up in the
Some of the kids out around, they were all rock.
So can I interject real quick? So let's talk some truth. So because I'm an old nigga, as I said before, I'm like 46. So when we talk rock music, rock music has been into hip hop for a very long time. You know, Run DMC walked this way. The Beastie Boys was a whole rock and hip hop collaboration back in the days. You know, and I'm old, so I will tell you this. I grew up listening to Fishbone. I grew up listening to A Living Color. Fuck that. I grew up because of Walk This Way. I knew who Aerosmith was. Yes. If it wasn't for Walk This Way, I wouldn't know. Like the early Run DMC shit is all really hip hop over rock beats.
Yeah.
So I appreciate the fact that your background it is what it is because it comes from a similar background. Like dog, I remember watching Guns N' Roses. Fuck it. I mean, like dog. People don't realize that Slash from Guns N' Roses played the guitar Black Cat for Janet Jackson. Like, it's been part of our culture. We don't talk about it that much because we like, you know, we don't want the white people to know that we know that how good rock music nigga is and they stole it from us.
November Rain, one of my favorite Guns N' Roses songs. That's my shit.
So you saying a lot of stuff, right? Because when I started out with the band.
I'm like, no.
That's correct. That's correct.
And I was telling them that the part was basically the shadow of
They started doing that stuff.
groups like Run DMC and Beastie Boys. I'm like, man, combining rock and hip hop.
Okay.
Slash has been in so many records. People don't realize that Slash, as much as a hard rock icon he is, he's played on a lot of black records. Like real talk. Exactly.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's one of the most iconic guitar players, especially in our community. There's not a whole lot of guitar
Okay.
players that
Didn't know that. Did not know that.
know that Slash is top that and
Right.
because I studied MCU stuff too.
But what happened
So that
was,
makes my
the band
thing
played,
trying to
all
figure
they did
it
was
out.
cover music, and I was my own person.
Trying to
And
figure out how to
that
play
he
guitar
covering
right, somebody
music,
else
so I
to
kind of wanted to do my own thing. So I started composing songs for the band.
But what happened with me
Mm.
and my band thing is that all they did was
By the
cover
time we
music,
went to
and I was the only person
I was the only
in
person
the
in
group
the
that
band
hated covering
that
music. So I kind of wanted to do my own thing. So I started
Right.
composing songs for the band.
engineering and
And by
production.
the time,
At like 15,
by
I
the time
started
they went
doing
to the
production
written
things.
music, I was
Wow.
only working in the band.
Shortly after that, I
I
started
couldn't make
doing
music, I worked with
the
songs. And that's kind of how I got to engineering and production. So at like 15, I started doing the production thing. Making beats.
That stage is a motherfucker, ain't it?
It is.
That's how I got.
That stage, like I always tell people, like for real, I've never smoked weed, anything like that, but the best high I've ever had was when I performed on stage.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
It was weird.
So, I just got the house that they supported on my music, so I ended up getting kicked out of the house at 15.
Oh.
Okay.
So,
So-
no,
so,
that's nothing that happened. So,
Okay.
I'm doing amazing.
Supportive of my music,
Okay,
so
good.
I ended up getting kicked out of the house.
Good.
Fortunately for
So
me,
no, they never had.
I'm still
You know,
pursuing music, but I was
I'm
also
doing
I'm a
amazing.
barber as well.
Right.
Doing better than my family. But
How much you charge for a shape up? I look kind of rough right now.
I'm kind of
still
rough right
doing the music, but I was also studying. I'm a barber.
You never know.
Not if you do your own, my nigga.
It's kind of rough right now. It's pandemic when everybody looking around.
trying to figure out how to apply for it. So I ended up
But
renting a room in Nicetown and
when I got
cutting
kicked
hair,
out, I
pay
was
for
kind
it.
of on my own, trying to figure out how to make life work. So I ended up
Hold, say that again.
Yeah, that's what he said.
You said 10th grade?
and cutting hair to pay for it. I'm in time was 10th grade. So
what happened was I was
just doing all this.
I was looking for help because I could cut hair and I was pretty good at it.
10th grade.
And I was an art major, so I kind of
So what happened was
I was in the art kind of getting full
I
art
was just
simple
on the
pilot.
street.
Oh, that's great.
And I was
That
good
art
at
school
it.
based off my art. So what
And I
happened
was an art major.
was
I kind of
I never
excelled
had
in everything when it came to art. I ended up getting a full ride to
crazy.
Temple Pilot.
I was at
The art
school
school
with all
was
the
up
people
my
that
art.
did
What happened?
because they all wanted me to cut their hair.
Right.
I never had to go
Because of that, though, I was
Crazy.
able to
I was
pursue
in
my music because I didn't have to work on
school with all the people that
my
did.
own schedule. I
But they
was
all
doing my
wanted to
music.
cut their
I
hair.
ended up getting my first
So,
studio
because of that,
first studio
I pursue my music because I didn't have to work anywhere. I
20
had my own schedule. I was free on my music.
Okay.
Ended up getting my first studio at
I got a 12,000 square foot
first
building.
studio.
Oh.
I started a label that ended up
20
I learned a lot of the
three.
process.
Of course.
Well,
12,000
stop.
square foot building.
See, here's the thing. And I love about your mentality, but you know,
I learned a
when
lot
we say words like "I end up failing," you know, people think it's a bad thing. Learning what not to do is so much important. It's even more important to learn what to do.
Well, he said he learned a lot
So,
from that process. That's
you know,
good.
but a lot of people miss that.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to touch that because he has a great story. Like shit,
Mm-hmm.
we could do a whole another hour just on his story alone.
The failure was super important because that's what I endured that situation for 5 years. I ended up meeting up with
The failure was super important
the same day.
because
That open mic that was
I endured that situation for 5 years.
Right.
I ended up meeting up with my partner Sean and Rain the same day at an open mic that was down the street from my studio.
4 years later,
This is right when I was disbanding the label and trying to hit the reset button. I met them, and then 4 years later, it formed Crew. Look at that freedom. We ended up forming a list of being all my experience with my family, trying to help them. Help me place where I had to place the company down. And now I got a good team. I'm going to take my time here. Now we're able to lock in new projects, learning lessons, kind of be more efficient in our movement.
Good, that's what's up.
That's a lot of people think success is easy and it's not. A lot of people think success come overnight and it's not. Like you gotta put some work in.
Right.
Lady Antoinette, you got some questions for him?
I mean, he has such a wonderful
story. That's just deep, right?
But I'm going to, kind of go into the rock portion of it. Do you, your experiences going from rock to hip hop? I mean, did you have people that kind of felt like, oh, well, he in a rock band, he ain't nothing as far as hip hop is concerned? Did you kind of get that, or people were, prejudging you because of your background?
It was never prejudging. So I left out some part of my story. So fortunately for me, on my journey, I got some really good mentorship. One of my mentors, my big dog coach,
I left out some part of my story. Fortunately for me, on my journey, I got some really good mentorship.
Y'all dudes just be glancing over a lot of good shit like it's just no, oh yeah, my mentor was with no ID and con. Dog.
None of that stuff matter. I'm just wondering about your experience. I've learned a lot from them. That happened with coaches. He put me around KG from Naughty, and I know what KG is Stretch and Benny and learned a lot from them. So, right before that, I told you, like, I really hard, but I came up but I was working in a barbershop, I'm rap. So what I would do, I never took that serious.
Oh shit!
But I would when I was working in the barbershop, I always had my guitar room. I ended up getting a guy named Molly guitar. Weirdo. He approached me. I was rapping myself, and he approached me. So I ended up getting a guy named Molly Manson. He approached me at the time. He approached me. I'm just like crazy. Do it. Like he hit that right on the guitar. He was, I'm a writer. So he ended up calling me on the phone one day. He freewayed me with another guy on the phone. They're trying to do an EP together. And I'm like, nah, bro, I don't want to be an artist because at the time I just want to be a rap on the song. He was just like, yo, you're crazy. You should do it. He was college. I knew you wrote for Aftermath, but I didn't know if he line. So he ended up calling me on the phone. He freewayed me with another guy on the phone. They're trying to get me to go out to Cali. He had me rap on the phone. Yo, you an idiot, why would you do that? 16 and he was just like, yo, come out Cali. He was just what it was on the phone. Come out Cali, let's put together a little project. And I turned both of them.
Nigga!
Yeah, you messed that up.
So, I put out like, yo, you an idiot, why would you do that? I'm like, man, I told you, I've been telling you for a year, I'm not telling you rap. And he was just like, you know who it was on the phone? He was like, yeah, that was Dr. Dre. So I was, bro, you gotta tell me that first. So I put out and I never really ran into that. I figured if I was gonna do production things and turn down opportunities like that, I had to get really good at production. I got KG as the guitar player. I got connected with KG. I got connected to my big bro Lucia. And I never really ran into you play guitar. So you're not good at hip hop. Some of the people I've around was like, man, I got KG as the guitar record. I'm producing. Like I'm just doing this. I'm in the studio. Like so, it was different. So and at the same time, I'm doing good and cutting hair. I still got all these little young boys that rap kind of looking up to me. And
CP3, you got a question?
I'm just absorbing this story, man.
Yo,
It's
yo,
something
you know the funny thing is, I love people that tell some great stories that all you can do is just listen.
Yeah, I'm just absorbing the stories. That's amazing. You know what you've done.
All y'all have great shit to say.
Yeah.
You got CP3 speechless on
Yeah,
this.
I
Or you
really
drunk.
a little bit of both. But I mean, just your story and what you've come through, and you coming out on top and shining in the process. It's heartwarming, not to sound like a non-thug, but this shit right here is beautiful. Like you said, 1-5. This is
You got gunman number 2 emotional.
yeah, man. I had to put the gun down, take the silencer off, dog. And, after I hearing some of these stories, I'm starting to reevaluate my life right now. Like, what am I doing wrong in my life?
We all got a story, man. I'm real. A lot of those homies that been in situations and didn't come out on top.
It's true.
Like I'm kind of mentoring a lot of kids as I cut their hair.
We all got a story, man.
Some of them positive, man. Some of them I'm very, very fortunate.
I got just a lot of my little homies have similar situations and didn't come out on top.
Hey.
So, like I'm kind of mentoring a lot of these kids as I cut their hair. I done watched them. Some of them locked up and some of them
I know that's
out
right.
of this situation because I was homeless for a while. I'm like, man, like, I knew.
Hold on. You once again, slow your roll. Y'all be glancing over some good shit. Like you went from being homeless to what now?
He's being humble. I hear you. We hear you.
I'm here to help.
Right.
Well, and that's the thing. When I want y'all to brag, sometimes it's not to be braggadocious. It's just to let people know that when you do hard work, it's a way. A lot of people do stuff and they don't feel fulfilled because they don't think it's a way. Like success comes in many different forms, and people don't know every form of what success comes into. And a lot of people would be on the cusp of success and just quit. The fact that the fact that at 15, you didn't have people that believed in you, you were homeless, and you still continue to grind, and is breathtaking.
Listen, it was a lot of it. I'm seeing as a person that's kind of my nature, so like I've never been okay with people being better than me and stuff. I've never been okay with people doubting me. And my mindset is everything is level up. I'm not good enough at it.
It was a lot of it. I'm that's kind of my thing.
I was never
like I've never been okay with people being better than me and stuff. I've never been okay with people doubting me. And my mindset is
I hate a lot of it.
level up. I'm not good enough at it. Work on that. So
I used to pay.
I was that's why I said like I was never always a smart kid. I was always
give the teacher the picture.
And I hated math. I hated a lot of tests and a lot of like that. So I used to pay
I had some art teachers that kind of telling me
that's on the test I would draw. I would do a portrait of my picture on the back of the test,
so I ended up
and give the teacher the picture. And a lot of times the teacher was so impressive. I had some art teachers that got me school.
Oh wow.
I didn't believe in myself, so I ended up taking a test. Took a couple AP college tests.
All based off my art.
A couple
terrible grades.
college tests. I got accepted to governance school in the 7th grade.
You sound like CP3.
I got a school ride scholarship in Temple, Thailand.
I didn't even want to be an artist. I wanted to do
All
music.
based off my art. I had pretty terrible grades. Like it was crazy. I was always smart, but I was one of the kids that would do homework. Never wanted to do homework. Didn't care about it. I already knew what I wanted out of my life. I didn't even want, and it's wild. I didn't even want to be an artist. I wanted to do music. I was good at art. So,
year to figure out what I want to do either.
I end up kind of outshining a lot of the other kids on the art side. I got a perfect
Dedicating a lot of my time to
being
all my time to
college
the
course
music thing.
for my art.
But a lot of the competitive nature,
And that's kind of what
if I get my parents
the
anything,
college thing. I did the
it's
college
because
thing
because
a year, figured out the thing that I want to do either.
that they weren't very supportive.
And then
So
I end
the
up
reason I got kicked out is
dedicating a lot of my time to all of my time to
very, very
the music thing. But a lot of the competitive nature, if I give my parents anything, it's because
what I love
because
more music
that they weren't very supportive of my music. So the reason I got kicked out was my parents were extremely so very, very much around.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so
I got to arguing with my dad
after
one
that,
time. He asked me what I love more,
but
music
as
or
all the
God.
time, like 3 months later,
I thought about it. I didn't
at the time, I got a phone call,
that was do my guitar.
6 o'clock on the phone.
Wow.
Yeah, so
He wasn't good.
after that,
I mean, I got
we butt heads all the time.
So
Like 2-3 months later, I was actually cutting hair at the time. I had a phone call and get all these stuff out
Oh
the house.
wow.
Damn.
He
CP3, you got
wasn't joking. And I got out of school. That's why so I got out of school. Because the house I got like my uncle's
I
little
was
car.
angry for a long
That was the last
time.
time I ever been to my
Started
parents'
working
house.
for me, started focusing on being positive, trying to manifest what
But that was a fire.
And
That's why I can't get mad about it. I'm not mad at them. I had known for a while. I don't have a relationship with my little sister.
17 years now.
But I was angry for a long time until things started working for me. I started being positive.
First of all, at 32 years old, you've accomplished a lot more than anybody, period.
Fast forward
Not just in your family. Dog,
17 years.
for what you've been through and what you've accomplished is amazing.
33 years old. I've accomplished
And
a lot
I'm all about, like I said, I'm all about giving people their roses while they're here.
Right.
doing.
I'm gonna tell you right now, your struggle, your growth,
I appreciate that.
I fucks with. Like listening. First of all, if you got me silent for a long time, that means you captivated me with something that I'm hearing, and then not only me, you had my co-hostess. Both my co-hosts silent. They was just listening like I was listening. Like it's amazing, and it's a beautiful thing.
And we waiting for that book.
Hell yes.
We waiting for that book. Okay.
I finally decided after this many years to actually put out some music. And that's my whole narrative as an artist.
You know,
Is the thing that I overcome the thing that
the funny thing about this is, like, I knew being with y'all from Philly, y'all was some talented cats, right? And when we played the song, we was all vibing to it. But to hear everybody's story is such a beautiful thing. You know, yes.
we all got stories.
Yep.
Stories.
And dog, I loved everybody's story. Is anybody else in there with y'all?
Yeah, we got Sean and my man Dilemma here.
You see, I was about to cut y'all off, but now they gotta tell their stories too. I don't know if they're gonna be able to top this last one.
So we want to hear from Hope.
I tell you what we gonna do. Because I drink a lot of alcohol and I need a bathroom break. I'm about to play a video. After the video, then we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk to them, okay?
All right.
We want to hear from Sean and Dilemma and hear your story too. Yeah. All right, bet.
I only had 2 more minutes. I got pissed like a racehorse.
Ain't no video come up.
Huh?
Oh, there you go. There's no delay.
Upgrading my new bitch, my old bitch, and no sense progression. Crash my neck up, break my check. For the new wrist, the crushing, change it flex. All the time, steak and shrimp, that
Did you put on my son?
Yeah. But I'm not gonna say anything.
Oh no, I get it. No, I get it. I already know that. Right. I already know that relationship's already delicate. That's it. So don't put it in my Serato.
No.
It's gonna get a little warm in here.
That's just good shit, nigga.
Right.
You ain't never lied.
Got a good little buzz.
Did you hear?
A good voice.
You ain't never lied, baby. You ain't never lied.
It's the premium, ain't it? The signature.
I ain't drinking
Didn't
no
you
more.
bring some of that before you said you didn't like
Right
it that
here.
much?
Alpha the State signature blend.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of them. I didn't like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I remember. Yeah, see, I told you I wasn't tripping.
This shit right here?
Yeah, that
This
shit
one
alright.
is the single estate. That's why. They put a little bit more TLC in these.
The TL system.
Yeah, we should
I thought it said something else.
You thought you said on my weed.
it's only 82. It's still good.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, compared to the way it make you feel, it's only 82.
Swipe, progression. Okay, we back, man. All right, who we got up next? Who we got up next on the call from the crew?
Hey, Dilemma.
what's going on?
What up?
So we didn't get a chance to hear your story. We want to know your story, you know, your background, kind of how you got here, you know, what drove you from very young. You know, we heard, you know, different things from you guys, but we want to get like kind of like the full scope.
Well, it was a cold, rainy winter. Like, no. It kind of started from my parents. My influence in music came from my parents. They don't play instruments, but they listen to music a lot.
Okay.
So I just remember.
Well, it was a cold, rainy winter.
Falling in love with music was so Saturday morning, sitting at the crib.
Like, no.
My mom blasting Anita Baker,
It
dad
kind of started
blasting
from my
Bobby Brown,
parents.
Earth,
My
Wind and
parents.
Fire,
My
Michael
influence.
Jackson.
Those my kind of
They don't play
people.
instruments, but they listen to music.
They might be related to me. Stop.
Might relate to all of us. Shit.
Those Saturday mornings sitting at the crib. My mom blasting Anita Baker. My dad blasting Bobby Brown. Earth, Wind and Fire. Michael Jackson.
And then when I got
Just annoying.
towards the end of elementary school years, my dad would
You
play
know, so it
this,
just we would
this jazz album
you know,
of this guy
7 a.m. Saturday morning, like the radio, just hear the beginning of Rapture.
What is
Run it again. And then when I got to elementary
it was
school,
John
like
Coltrane.
towards the end of elementary school years,
So
my dad
when
would
the
play this
opportunity came, well, in
jazz
elementary
album
school there was a guy
of
who
this guy.
was in classes and
The sound was just horrendous, like horrendous.
and of course,
Like, what it is why
I'm thinking I'm gonna play the drums, you know,
and
spotlight
it was
with
John
me,
Coltrane, my favorite thing. So when the opportunity became, well, in elementary school, there was a guy who would come to our class and you know, what instrument he would play. And of course, you know, I'm thinking I'm gonna play the drum.
I didn't know what a saxophone was.
Spotlight
So
would
the guy was
be
like,
me,
oh,
I
man,
get all the
the
girls.
famous jazz player John Coltrane.
My favorite don't bring in the drum.
But
So I had to pick an instrument, and by the time he got to me, the only thing left was a saxophone. I didn't know what a saxophone was, but when the guy was like, oh, there's a famous jazz player, John Coltrane,
for creating music. So throughout elementary school, throughout high school,
but
I was the
little
one
did,
driving
you know,
around blasting Conway
little did I know
Charlie
that
Parker,
this saxophone
and
takes
Paul Adderley,
so far
everybody
get me into
blasting
college.
Nas,
And Adams,
Philadelphia.
why everybody
And
was
then
black.
I,
Nas,
I would say my sophomore junior year at
I was
college
weird.
when I started, and it was just
But
based off of
it wasn't until
my
after
roommate who
I
was
got,
at
so I
Blackstone. He
used
is
the saxophone
an
to get
amazing
into college. I got a
world
scholarship at
director. He's
Newark in
Wow.
Philadelphia.
He's done great.
And then
He's about to
my,
pass,
I would say my sophomore,
5
junior
years.
year at
He's
college
got
when I started.
These dudes just be they be talking all calm like this is no. Yeah, my roommate done Grammys. He's done the Super Bowl.
Right.
Like this everyday shit. No,
You guys are well
y'all are
connected.
so fucking incredible.
Yeah, you guys
Right.
are well connected. That's good though.
5 years, he's done the Super Bowl. The last 5 years, he's been the music director.
Basketball together in fourth grade. So
Oh,
we met in
okay.
fourth grade. But his love for music and my love for music just like really blossomed until we got to high school, of course, and then we both went to the same college.
Because
And
the
then
relationship
Yeah.
between Adam and Adam didn't start in college. We actually played basketball
That's
together in
cool.
4th grade. So we met in 4th grade. But
we got to college.
his love for music and my love for music didn't like really
Ooh.
we got to high school.
He just said the magic word, the roots.
College and then ended up being close friends and roommates. It had, he kind of hit a jet when he got to college because he was a bass player.
So while he was
The
going,
Roots was looking for a bass player, just, spin and stuff. So once he got into that network, he was out
Okay.
there.
Ooh, you know that Vivian Green was mean. That roller coaster.
So with that,
Emotional roller coaster.
Yes.
Yeah, I used to love that video.
a trike in NBC. So while he was gone,
he would come back.
Jaguar ride,
He was always encouraging.
I was in the court with him.
Mm-hmm.
When I
And
left
then when he
school,
would come home and close,
I decided to start investing in buying
right,
studio equipment.
Right.
I was like,
You know, I had a regular job, working in a
was
local
rolling
company.
and everything.
This lady sitting
He would
next
come
to me,
back
she
and I
would
was
see me there every day with my
always
headphones,
encouraging
and
me.
I
I'm
would
down to
literally
keep going. So when I left school, I decided to start investing in mine.
I used to do the same thing.
You know, I had a regular day
Right.
job working at a working company. This lady sitting next to me, she would see me there every day with my headphones, and I would literally like I was the one who was in the mixtape stores and go home buying all the instrumentals, the best of Timberland, the best of Pharrell, the best of Slee, all their instrumentals. And I would sit at work listen to their
Like, you just sit here and listen to beats all
try to
day.
figure out
You should, you know, get into some beat battles and stuff like that.
how she taught me.
She kind of
Go home and try to copy that.
That's
Try
what
to
he
copy
was
that
doing.
sound. So
told me that
during that process,
I saw that all the beat battles were going on in New
she was
York.
just like, you should sit here and listen to beats all day. You know, you should, you know, get into some beat battles and stuff like that. So she taught. She kind of just because her daughter, that's what he was doing. So she told me that I was listening to that, and I saw that all the beat battles were going on in New York. I'm from Jersey. I've never been to New York before, so worked a couple of hours
Right.
on New Jersey Transit to New York. Was like rolling around, getting involved, ended up in a bunch of beat battles, and just throwing myself out there. You know, really just trying to see how good I really was, how well, you know, networking. They realized it was a time, but networking through that process, for myself.
Right.
Being that I was from the South Jersey, Philly area, and I was going to New York, and coming in second, coming in third, coming in first, in a lot of these beat battles. That once the beat battles started to grow,
These dudes just keep throwing these names out here like they're just average names. The Freeways, the Black Dogs. You know, I was just working with these guys the other day. You know, I love your, I love your humbleness. I honestly do. Y'all stories are great. Like it's y'all struggles and what you've done. Like, dog, I could just sit here and just listen to shit. I ain't even gotta talk for the rest of the show. I will because I like the sound of my voice, but.
it's like because
we don't even know each other's full story.
Right.
Like, it's a little different. My path is a little bit different. My mom didn't totally agree on the path I chose for my dad. It's like, he could be doing a lot of the things.
Right. Sure.
He found something that he loved.
years,
So let me do that.
we don't
Right.
we
And
don't even
that's
know
important though.
full story.
Like real talk, that's important. My I was so proud of my nephew Renegade. The video that we played at the beginning of the show is a Money Combo. That's my nephew Renegade. But you know, he could have easily made two choices. He could have followed what I did in music, or he could have followed what his father did by hustling in the streets, and he chose music over the streets. And you know, it was hard enough dealing with my mother with her son being locked up. Just imagine dealing with my mother and her grandson and her son being locked up.
Right.
You know, it'd have been a different type of struggle.
Yeah, it's good to hear that you had that support system.
So, yeah, I dig it.
It was surprising that would be the one that was like, you know, 401k, you know, all of this stuff, you know, because they come with that, you just go to school, you just work, you work. That's it.
Yep.
There was no creativity, there was no job. It was surprising. That wasn't a popular thing. You know, coming out of like 401k, you know, all of this stuff, you know, because they come from that generation where you just go to school, you just work, and you work.
Right.
That's it. There was no creativity, there was no job. So being an entrepreneur, that wasn't a popular thing. Coming out of like, I graduated in 2002, so it was like around that time you had to either go to school, go to art. That was it. And that's what my older brother, my older sister did. So for me, being like, I'm going to school, I felt like 14 came. I wanted to be a music engineer, then do rock. I think I want to be a music engineer. I love music stuff. I always loved how music makes you feel, how you can change your energy, change your room with just sound. That's what drew me.
I started working with a whole bunch of other producers that I met.
I felt like that was my
producer that I worked with.
So throughout the whole beat battle thing, for myself, I knew that I had to, you know, start to really figure this thing out. So what I did was, I started working with a whole bunch of other producers that I met through the beat battle circuit. He was one producer that I worked with. We started working together, and that's how we met.
Okay.
Beat battle stuff. I met a guy. I won a beat battle. I met a guy who was just a lawyer who was shopping things around. He was shopping my stuff around, and my first place was in the movie Waist Deep with Tyrese, The Game. And he was just a random guy who was just around. And I gave him a CD. He was like, yo, I'm sending your stuff out to a couple of music supervisors, and they want to use it for the movie, and, you know, for the soundtrack. So I just remember getting that phone call, hey, we're going to pay you $1,500, $50,000.
That's what I'm talking about. Money, what I'm talking about.
And I'm not hanging up the phone. And I remember my mom, and I'm like, yeah, it was in the summertime. She was like, oh,
I like Waist Deep, by the way.
I was like, no, what?
From the time I got the phone call,
You
came out the following year in June. I'm talking Peanut.
I remember every day coming out in the summertime, Friday, and that was the same day that the check came. So from the time I got the phone call, and when they came out the following year in June, I'm talking Peanut Butter and Jelly every day, jumping around. The movie came out, and the movie comes out, you know, I received the check in the mail the next day. I'm in the movie theater with like a couple of my friends, and when they hear the music in the particular part of the film, we just turned the whole movie theater into a club. Like we all just started screaming, jumping around, you know, sharing that moment. You know, kids I went to school with, they just seeing me just stay in the house all summer. You know, never go to parties. They could be, you know, where's the love? Where's the love? Now, losing out in the house. Sharing that moment was amazing. And then it got real. So I figured that I took that one, started investing in myself. I turned my parents' garage into, you know, and I was recording everyone in my neighborhood. It was a small town called Willowboro in South Jersey. There were so many rappers, but there weren't a lot of kids. So I figured that I could be the hub
record everything. I didn't have to work anywhere because I was gonna make money. So I was making good amount of money, but I wanted to just level up. So I did that for 3 years, and then I was able to move to Philadelphia to get a job at Sigma Sound. From my college in Adams. He was the owner of Sigma. So he made that connection. I did an interview. They put me in there. And at Sigma, that's when I started working with Mike.
Right.
You know, all of these, and just like a young kid, just like trying to just figure it out. But I understood that where you are also determine how much.
Right.
Say that again real quick.
So I was making
Say that again real quick though.
in my mom's garage. I could
Say it.
$300, $400. Now I'm in a studio, a real
So, and here's the thing. You could be a good cook, right?
the same beat.
But, and you could be serving me prime rib. Like, real talk, Harry's Teeter serves prime rib for $10 on Thursdays. And they give you a little styrofoam shit. Now, if you go to Ludacris, they're going to serve you prime rib and it's going to be 30, maybe 60. Ain't that much difference. However, it's the presentation. When you get prime rib out of her, it's still prime rib, but when you get prime rib out of her Teeter, it ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? People look at it better when you get it when you get it from Ludacris. Ludacris. I'm sorry. Ludacris. I'm sorry. You know, I'm a little drunk.
Right.
Ruth Chris.
Ludacris.
Ruth Chris.
Ruth Chris.
So-
He keep one.
I knew where it was going.
Yeah.
I knew where it was going.
So it's a different flavor. You know, it's a different flair. I ain't gonna say flavor because it's the same shit, but it's a different flair, and the presentation looks different. When I have prime rib and it's in a styrofoam paper, you know, the little styrofoam lunch things is different than when I'm getting on the porcelain plate.
Yeah, because they're gonna give you, the napkin that's gonna feel like comforter.
Yes.
They're gonna give you, the shiny fork and everything like that. All that matters.
Yes.
So that was a lesson that I learned fairly quickly that I can take the same beat.
Yeah, because they're gonna give you the napkin that's gonna feel like a comforter. And they're gonna give you, the shiny fork.
Loving these conversations.
All that matters. All that matters. So that was a lesson.
So like being an
I learned
entrepreneur
fairly quickly that I can take the same beat, take it across the bridge, and if it adds 15 to $2,000 worth to it. So
just making music. I wanted to travel and make music, and I was trying to
it was
figure
like
out
being an entrepreneur and
two things.
it
I will be
wasn't
happy.
something that I
So that's all I was trying to
or I
figure out.
that's what it was called or what I was trying to do. I just was chasing
engineering, working with
the feeling of just making music. I wanted to travel and make music, and I was trying to figure out if I could make money in these two things, I will be happy.
was
So that's all I was trying to figure out.
Was that
It led me to be studio engineering, working with acts, and the one thing that I learned now
because we don't
and
write
I
that
didn't
out.
back then was a key word that Deshaun said.
This shit getting deep tonight.
I didn't understand that. Like, sometimes we get success, but we can't repeat success because we don't write down how. You don't write down steps. You kind of lean on our own talent. Oh yeah, you gotta talk. You gotta talk. So sometimes we just lean on our talent and think that our talent at the end of the day will keep us up. And your talent is to, the first door. But getting to the second door is how important you are nurturing that talent and still putting in the work and then making sure you have a system how to reach that, how to repeat what you just did over and over again. And not that it's just just came to the studio, I don't know, 50,000, you couldn't, I couldn't see anything I was doing before, but now I can explain
Right.
exactly how I work with Jack, how I work with me, or how whoever
I don't have anything. CP3, you got anything?
Another.
They killing it.
Yeah, another great, interesting story. I was also one of those guys riding around playing Isaac Hayes and Rare Earth and old school stuff that they didn't listen
Because you're a
to.
pimp. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
That
because
and UGK. and
well,
Too Short and what
UGK
else
came.
is-
You
UGK
gotta
came
understand
later.
that
Came later.
He's like a pimp slash gangster.
Slash prophet, it's
Prophet.
yeah. I'll be dropping knowledge sometimes, man. Don't be disrespecting my
You better-
gangster.
Okay.
Stand the pimp.
Don't be disrespect. It be pimp knowledge. It's still knowledge, damn it. But as I was saying, yeah, exactly as I was saying, it's definitely encouraging to hear these stories, because I actually make beats also. I've dibble dabbled, and I didn't take it serious and invest in myself, and I still do a little something. But it's just impressive to hear how you guys come together in your own group, but also the stories of how you made your way to this group. And it's just impressive that I know it's all about timing and knowing the right people, but like you said, you were prepared, you studied, you practiced, you, like you said, you stayed in the house instead of going to parties and worked on your craft, and it's all paying off. And I'm kind of envious, because I wish I had some of that drive back then that y'all have now, because maybe I could have did something with my music that I chose
Instead
to.
of running
You
the
still
streets.
can. You just had to do sing on one of your tracks last year.
True.
Stop acting like Tom is. Are you in the casket?
Nah, no sir,
Okay,
no
then
sir.
shut that shit up.
No, I'm just saying it's impressive to see what they've done, coming from where they came from. Like I'm saying, I've done a lot of things that, if I took that energy in the music when I enjoyed doing it, maybe I could have, made some stories like them. So
Maybe if you stop having sex in church parking lots, you wouldn't have this.
it was next to the church parking lot. Damn it, get the facts right, man. It was not. I'm not a heathen. It was not in the parking lot. She just happened to work there. That's all.
Okay. You are even, but I.
No, technically I'm not. You see how they be
What-
attacking me,
what'd you
dog?
say,
You see how they be attacking me, man? I got to crack a brew on now.
I don't want to make it seem like, oh, he's had all this wisdom from day one. Literally within the last 2 years, it's been really analyzed and looking inward. So I really feel like,
I don't want to make it seem like we've had all the wisdom from day one. Literally within the last 2 years, it's been really analyzing and looking
Right.
inward. So I really feel like it was because of school, talent, the pure talent, got me to college. But I just wasn't able to excel because I didn't learn how to be disciplined enough to practice. And it wasn't until one of my professors was like, yeah, you got this, you're not you're good, but you're not going to beat any of these other kids.
Me neither.
Would just play that out. Oh, I'm really didn't have a social life. He wasn't worried about girls. Be disciplined. He just wanted to practice. At that particular age, I didn't understand. It wasn't until after school that I was like, oh, I'm really going to be a good producer. I gotta lock my
Shout out to Guitar Center.
Yeah, we
I
love
buy a
them.
lot of equipment from
We
there.
love them.
My friends were like, hey, I made 15 grand. Let's go pop some bottles. Do something. I went to Guitar Center. 30 in 30 minutes.
if I was really to take the where we are now with school, I'm really happy to be
You know,
these gentlemen, because I've always been looking for a brother that
I just invested myself.
since day one,
You know,
for a brother that,
and
so it was funny because when I was in Jersey, when I had to do,
if I was really going to take it serious. You know, where we are now, I'm really happy to be around these gentlemen because I've always been looking for a brother. You know, day one, always been looking for a brother. So it was funny because when I was in Jersey, and I turned my parents around to the studio, Sean,
Right.
you know, so he was just
but he wasn't. He came as a friend. Someone else. When I met him,
we called it
it was right off the singing stand.
he literally
Like, oh, what's up, man? Who would have known? Like, 10, 15 years
it's
later,
all in one
we'll
room.
be working together. You know, but he could just, in my house,
We all kind of like each
watching
other.
the engineer, working with this artist,
Love each other.
and we called the show Nick Fury. He
Mhm.
literally
It's beautiful, man. It's
went
beautiful.
around,
Right, and
grabbed
you never know. And like you said, when
put
you
it all
know
in one room,
you gave out
created
your
a plan.
tape to
We
somebody,
all kind of like each
a
other,
random person in your head.
of each other.
Like networking is real, and that same thing got you in a movie. I mean, come on now. So you never know.
Like that was so unreal. And I'm telling you the short story of it.
Mhm.
It was so
Right.
much drama behind his one track
Mm.
that, you know,
Oh man, it was
this person wanted it, and this
Like
person
that.
wanted it, and then it didn't make a movie. And then I told
so
the movie people,
unreal.
don't use
Because I'm
it.
telling you,
I
the
wanna
short
give it to Ron Fest.
it was so
Ron
much
Fest
drama
was the same track.
Mm.
behind this one track
Mm.
that,
Rod Davis said,
you know,
no, we don't want to use that song.
this
And then
person
I had to call
wanted
the movie
it, this
people back.
person wanted it, and then
Mm.
it didn't make the movie. And then I told the movie people,
I remember Round Fest. I like Round
I'm gonna
Fest.
give it to Ron Fest, and Ron
Yeah.
Fest was the same track. Because my
Yeah, it is.
And then Rod Davis said, no, we don't want to use that song. And then I had to call the movie people back. It was Martin Bird
And
played.
be able to take care
It was like,
you know,
this is
live
music
the
industry.
So, I don't look
This
at
is
it
music
work.
industry. This is crazy. So,
And
it's been enough. But at the end of the day, like I said, I've always wanted to do music and make
a little bit of
and be able to take care of, you know, live and survive.
You know,
I don't look at it as work.
Mhm.
you know, me and one thing me and Chris we share, we both been homeless. You know,
We
before,
talk about
you know, that transition
getting a little bit of disability,
Right.
and
being, you know,
but God is always
high.
Mhm.
and he always comes to
Me,
me.
one thing me and Chris do share, we both been
He
homeless.
made me work with
You know, before, you know, that
know a
transition
lot of good people.
after 6
And it's just like,
you know,
Yo, that's
so they,
but God is always
Next time we come to Philly, we definitely hitting y'all up.
Yeah. We
Next
need to
time we
meet
We
up.
had to
swing,
run down
yeah,
to
we
Philly
might gotta
and,
run to Philly, yeah, man. We
get
might
some
gotta come up
cheesesteaks
there
or
get some
exclusive
cheesesteaks.
quizzes or some shit. This
We
shit.
need to meet up.
I might got to drop a couple of my tracks, see if y'all might like them. Shit, 15 grand for a soundtrack. Hey, I'm down with that any day, baby.
Man. So, dog, I mean, honestly, this, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. You see, you got one more person in there?
come on now.
Nah, we in the DMV.
The Washington D.C.
We real
area.
close, bruh.
Yeah,
You
we
only a
got
couple
that.
hours
Bruh,
away.
it ain't, hey, I'm a road warrior, bro. You give me a rental car and a pack of backwoods, baby, we'll be there in a day.
I mean, we would invite you down, but right now is not quite a good time.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
it's like
y'all
time
really
for
probably.
y'all to
Yeah, I
come
mean, yeah, I
here.
don't know if y'all want to. Yeah, there's a lot of other things going
Yeah,
on.
right now there's a lot of things going on in the DMV. So, but once we clear that up, y'all are more welcome to come down.
Oh, I used
After
to.
the
I
20th.
oh yeah, I
Yeah,
used to
after
be
the
a.
20th.
Oh yeah, I used to make a trip up Philly every now
But
and again.
I definitely want to go up Philly because I really love to meet y'all personally, and I need another cheesesteak. It's been a couple of years.
Oh, I used to go up to the plateau. Yeah, I used to go up to the plateau with my folks sometime, man. You know, so I know I used to hang out in Philly a little bit. You know, we used to
Yeah,
run
but
big
you on the
wrestling.
corner.
Yeah, sometimes corners was
You was
involved.
always the corner.
Sometimes corners was involved. Cheesesteaks was involved, and always
And
a
some
Philly,
women.
and always a good time in
Women
Philly.
and
And some women.
Yeah, of course it had to be women. I only travel out of state for certain things.
Yeah, we know it.
Love.
Look, that's CP3. He does not he does not represent the show.
I bring the
doesn't
real,
represent
I bring the
you
real
for
perspective of folks that travel
No,
from
you
state to
bring
state.
your.
You bring a thug perspective.
Hey, look, this is the stories that don't get told. We was
Oh
talking
my
about that
Oh,
earlier.
Lord. So
right. You
I had some wild nights in Philly, yo.
you got some wild nights every week.
North, South Jersey, and
You
Philly.
had wild nights down the street. What
but
do you
true.
mean?
But I mean, when it's different when it's out of state,
You have wild
man.
nights in Capitol Heights. So
Yeah, but it's different when it's out of state,
It
man. It's
is?
different 'cause when you take over a club and you're from out of state. it's a whole different
No,
vibe.
I've done that, but I don't think my night ended the way your night ended.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Was
What?
any knife play involved?
Knife play?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
You see, this is what we have to deal
I'm
with.
just asking because certain
This dude
folks
always
keep.
acts like he's the victim, but he's the biggest thug
I'm
in the
just
room.
saying, some folks walk around with blades all the time. I was just asking this blade play was
It's for
involved.
protection.
And some folks bring their own real live weapon to a video shoot.
Potato, tomato. We all feel protected and safe with different things around.
Yeah, whatever. So, so do we have another member that
That we haven't spoke to?
that we haven't spoke to yet?
Yeah, I think you wanted to go to Sean and his story.
Definitely, dude. I'm just here as a fan, so just yo, put them on the line.
Yeah, we planning a trip to Philly soon, dog.
Nigga,
Okay.
this song got me ready to go to Philly. I need a cheese steak and everything.
Bro, you ain't never lied.
There's some
been a
deep
minute.
stories. This is the one thing I love about At the Bar. Right? One thing is that we gonna give you the stuff that other people that don't give you. It allow every member to tell their story and stuff like that. I think that's. I love that aspect of the show, and everybody's telling like great stories.
Sean, you on there with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, Sean. So, we have everyone giving us the background and their pretty much their scope of how they got to where they are, like what your inspiration was, things of that nature, struggles that you had to go through coming up to kind of push through and get to, a comfortable place as far as your music is concerned.
It's still evolving.
Right.
For me, my parents were both musicals. My mom was singing. And had, I didn't learn about this early on as a daughter, but her dream was to be on Broadway. Right? My father
it's still evolving.
He played saxophone.
For me,
They
my
never stopped.
parents were both musicals. My mom could sing. I didn't learn about it until later on.
More and more.
But her dream was to be on Broadway. My father was
Okay.
he played saxophone. They
So
met
when
in
I
college.
used to go, my parents look. As he kind of became more immersed in that, my mom kind of wasn't comfortable with the direction.
Focused on spiritual things.
And I wasn't like that.
On the church side.
So it wasn't necessarily the church. It wasn't hindered, but it
when I was
wasn't the
6
church.
years old, my
So I had a talent,
he kind of became more.
but there was no
that.
real place in
My mom kind of wasn't
middle
comfortable
school.
with the
I
direction.
was singing, I played the drum.
Then I listened
And
one
kind of
night.
down to singing. I like that joint chorus and
So
all that stuff.
it wasn't
But I
necessarily
wasn't
encouraged. It wasn't hindered, but it wasn't encouraged.
towards
So
the
I
end of
had
high school.
talent, but there was no really push me in that direction. Middle school, I get into band.
I went to
I played the
Hole in
drums,
the Wall open.
kind of down into singing. I like that joint chorus and all that stuff. But I wasn't
really nice stuff for me. Everything I done in high school. Like I
towards the end of
put
high
on
school.
this talent show in my high school. Like I still got a
Music my mom was doing.
talent show in that.
I went to like this hole in the wall open.
I ended up eventually
And that kind of
members of this thing.
reignited stuff for me. There were things I'd done in high school.
And
Like I put on
we
this
ended up
talent
doing
show in my high school. Like I was the
the
first
talent
kind of
show
the two
ongoing
talent shows that we had.
that was in Philly. And the
I
group
ended
I
up
was in
eventually being introduced to members of this
succeeded
singing
in
that were
winning
older than me.
like the different stages of it.
And
Got offered like
Oh.
we ended up
on
doing
the way, what happened was
like a talent show,
the girl that was
ongoing like talent
coming
show
out
thing
for
that was in Philly.
our group.
And the group I was in
So she went home with one of the guys from the group.
succeeded in winning the different stages of it and got
And
offered.
when my father heard about
But
that,
along the way, what happened
he
was
used the principle
the
based in
girl
the
that
Bible that if you
coming out
are doubling someone else,
our
basically,
group,
it would be better
didn't
for you
go
to
home
hire
after the
me.
show. She went home with one of the guys from the group.
17
And so
you
her mother
you
called
to
her
hire
looking for her.
someone
And when my father heard about that,
Right.
So he had
the principle based in the Bible that if you
group.
are stumbling someone else, basically, it would be better for you to tie. I said Luke thing like this 7:22.
Right.
It'd be better to tie something on your neck instead of up in the ocean and stumble someone else. So he asked me to group, and I was like, no, the group. wasn't an argument, it wasn't a beef. I mean, my dad yelled at me one time outside, like, and I said, you know, but I understood the principle. I packed up and I get out of the group I was in, extremely talented. I'm pretty sure most of those guys to this day.
Okay.
But they just weren't as business about it, about the music as I was, and I sacrificed a lot to do it. I moving out, and then also I could give it up on partial scholarships I had.
So as I kind of evolved past this
So,
situation, I just have to myself around people that, you know, I could learn more and more from.
Keep doing it.
And, you know, eventually, you know, I went back to
Doing
New
the
York,
but I was always studying the
had the
business,
opportunity
mindset behind
around
getting stuff done.
2001.
So as I kind of evolved past different situations, I just kept getting myself around people that, you know, I could
Okay.
learn more and more from.
All right.
Some of the
Eventually, you know, went back to New York.
by 2007,
I had the opportunity around 2000, 2001
you know, they just kept progressing that
to
way.
write house
As a foundation, and it's just a reality that a lot of place that,
at the time,
and I used to kind of like listen to him
and
play,
some other things.
and try,
And then,
you
you
know,
know, by
emulate things.
2007,
Right.
His brother is a
band,
multi-instrumentalist.
you know, it just kept progressing that way. But at the foundation,
Right.
the reality that my father was back,
So it just,
and I used to kind of like listen to him play, and kind of, you know, emulate that.
Right.
His brother was a multi-instrumentalist, so I had like,
he told me the story about
like
him
a young age, but it wasn't like
bands that would
pushing it.
perform,
So
and
it
they would
just,
pay the crew
it started
that
like
worked on like setting up
the
the
music,
band
but it wasn't being
$100.
cultivated like that.
And
Which kind
they
of
were
gave
always
us
on
at
time,
first because my dad told me one time I
feeling
wasn't
very
doing music
professional
yet.
about it.
He told me the story about
things
in college.
and
It was
people
like
in the crew and the
this
actual
band that would perform,
And that just
and they would pay the crew that worked on like setting up the band and stuff $100. And he said they were always on time, very, you know,
Right.
very professional about it. He was like, you could have rather been in the band with the people in the crew than the actual band. And that just stuck with me. That was like long before I ever started doing music. And by the time I started doing music, I started to see why he made mistakes. Like a lot of times creative or, you know, when people creativity and discipline don't always go hand in hand. So it gave me a certain mindset about how to approach it. By the time I was 19, I had a son. So then, my son, and I had
Right. Right.
my oldest son is 22, and my youngest son is 9. The way I see it, as much as I'm a creative person and singing, performing, all that kind of stuff, I look at it like I'm on their time, not mine. So my approach to it is I ain't fucking around. You know, like I enjoy music, but I'm like, because I have to get a result.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Or am I just like,
Yep.
Even when I was on Making It Band, yeah, it's on TV, but my oldest son lives in North Carolina. So I was
so
like,
that kind of sums up
if
my
he
approach.
was
That's
able to
kind of
turn
where
on
I came from.
Sean TV versus
And
at any
then,
moment,
you know,
what am I doing
cross
that
it out.
makes sense? Or am I just youngsters? Or am I
So I do have a question for you.
I'm doing it on his
Um,
time, so it needs to make sense.
Being on Making a Band, I mean, we all
So
know
that kind of
how
sums
those
up my approach.
experiences
That's kind of where
goes.
I came from.
It was televised,
with it.
so it's no
And then,
secret
you know,
to the different
up
things
to
that
now.
went on. Knowing what you know now, would you go back and do it again?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I learned how to do it. And let me say this, the show was 9 episodes, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're like 40-something minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
That's nothing compared to the amount of time it's been doing. So
Right.
There's a ton of people that didn't finish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure, 'cause I
was
learned
there
from
from February to August.
Right.
And let me say this. The show was
Oh yeah, they gotta edit that footage and all
So
that
my
stuff.
question is, what is the biggest thing?
That's nothing compared to the amount of time.
Right. So what's the biggest thing that you took away from that show?
You know, that's correct. I was there from February to August.
How intentional was the things put together?
Yeah.
Right, you said that.
The reality.
Yeah, but the show was only 9 episodes. It's not a ton of y'all never saw it.
Execution. Sometimes the same things that make you laugh.
The how intentional he was about putting it together. The
Man.
reality that great
know,
talent,
it's a balance.
great
So,
execution.
those are some of my main takeaways.
Right.
Sometimes the same thing that makes you laugh
The
is
team
crying.
game, like, my son, my youngest
Somebody
son, every time I see him, I
has
tell
a
him, I
ton of
love
star
him.
power, right? You know, most
There's a
different
mantra that says,
you know,
so much so that today,
you know, it's a balance
God, and today was the first time
those
like,
are
he
some
just
of my major takeaways.
said it to me, like not
From
saying
the team game.
I
Like
would say it
my
every
son,
time he used to breathe
my
it.
youngest son, every time I
It's
see
the
him, I
first
tell
time
him
he
I
ever
love
like
him.
said it
Right?
to me where I was
There's a mantra we say.
Mm.
So much so that today I dropped him off for our 10 years. And today was the first time like he just
and we never give up.
said it to me,
Right.
like
I
not
said all the
me saying the thing. And man, I would say it, he kind of gave the phrases.
he said it himself.
It's the first time he ever like said it to me where I
So
was.
those
So I tell him I love him.
I would
I tell him you always gotta have a good plan.
say, well,
It's okay to ask for
it
help.
was an education.
And we never give up.
Mm.
I said all those
It's not
back
just
to that.
about doing something.
Right? He's 9 years old. His birthday. He said it himself.
Learning. Everybody,
You know? So
some people teach you what
those
some people teach you what
I would
not
ask
to do.
him.
Right.
Okay,
You know
well,
what I mean? So
it was an education.
what you learn about it.
It's not just about
iron starting
about
fire.
being around other guys that
Proverbs 27:17.
talented and learning.
So
Everybody
anytime that you're around other
teaches. Some people teach you what to do. Some people teach you what not to do.
sharp is just
You know what I mean? So there's a ton to learn about doing it.
Right.
The opportunity for iron and sharpen iron.
CP3, you got anything?
All I want is the address, so when we get up there, we know where to find these cats at. Because, like you said, this is one of the best interviews with a collective group of people that have a similar message, is on the same page, and you can see that are destined for great things. And it's like you said, I'm speechless, man. I just want to know when we making that Philly run so we can go up there and meet these cats in person.
Right. I will say though. Go ahead.
You know, I think of it almost like basketball. Like, and I'm a talent, I'm a singer, songwriter, and move as the exec. But the main thing is the crew that I pick these out. So,
I think that is a great compliment.
I'm super appreciative that they will go into.
I think of it all
Sign
like
up for it.
basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a talent, I'm a singer,
But that's what
songwriter,
I mean.
move as the exec.
Outside of
But
the creative side.
the main thing in the case of
Being
crew
the
is that I
GM
take
services, the guys who assemble.
So
Right.
I'm happy to
that's
be
what
able to,
I'm
feel the
super
same way I
appreciative
do
that they were willing to
individuals.
sign up
And
for
we're
it.
going to keep progressing and making it.
But that's
I
like
will
my
say it's
main
very refreshing to hear all of you speak on your experiences. And honestly, the energy that you guys give us in this interview actually came through in your song.
And we're gonna,
Yeah.
Because from the moment I heard it, we play a lot of music on here. We have a lot of artists that, we kind of showcase and things like that. But when I heard your song, we all were like, oh, who's this? And 151 was like, oh yeah, those are the guys that we're gonna have on the show in a couple weeks. And we were like, oh yeah, I can't wait. So we felt that energy through your music, which is something unfortunately is lost kind of in today.
In a lot of, no, be honest, in a lot of music that we hear, we
Right,
don't feel,
a lot
like,
of music, and it's not just on this show.
Yeah.
It's a problem kind of in our society. A lot of people, they don't go with their heart, they go with what is popular. And I feel like you guys are going with your heart, and it ends up being a masterpiece, which is good. So that's kind of difficult too, because sometimes what's in your heart ain't hot.
Yeah, that's true.
So you,
There is a sign.
What she said.
Yeah, what she said.
There's a sign to
She's right on the money.
music. Then there's still room for magic, but there's still there's
I get it. I mean, there has to be a balance.
right.
I think it's
There
important
is
to feel
a
first,
sign.
but then when you add to it
There's a
learning and
sign
nuances
that
of
it's
what
like
learning
together
kind of
for
build your, you
then
can put
there's still
together
room for magic.
a mess.
But it's still
Like music, you
there-
can make music just from the
there's
heart,
active
and then also like feel beyond that. So
Right.
I think it's important to feel
what we
first,
gotta aim for, but then
Right.
when you
add to just learning the nuances of what Oil is trying to do. You can put together a
Yes.
Yes.
Like you can make music just from the heart, and then also like the feel to the message. And that's what we kind of aim for.
Mm-hmm.
But it's funny, I mean, talking about hip hop earlier. Like, when the first hip hop act ever is,
Right.
that was a hip hop.
The funny thing about the Sugar Hill Gang is, what's the name? I think it was Hank. One of them took the lyrics from one of the Cold Cuts brothers.
Yeah.
He bit his lyrics, and now he, and use it in a song.
But then they put the song out, and nobody called Nile Rodgers to let them know they was taking the sample.
Yeah.
He didn't hear it till it was on the radio.
Pretty much.
And he was like, oh, wait a minute. That's my link right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was a whole
That was an issue.
That's another phone call we got, man.
Today's music has the people who have real mental, and then it has,
Right.
Sugar Hill Gangs as well. It's really about what people are focused on, and embrace new.
No, I understand that today's music
we just prioritize.
has people who have
We
real
have
mental,
respect for the stuff that
and then it has
we currently just trying to
it's
prioritize
Sugar Hill
stuff
Gang.
that has what balance to the message.
It's really
that they
about
feel
what
good.
we focus on.
Definitely.
And embrace.
Definitely.
And just our particular union, we just prioritize.
And people will embrace.
We have respect for
Okay.
Definitely.
prioritize.
Honestly, I really ain't got too much more for you. I mean, this is one of the very few interviews that I actually don't have to do a lot of talking. I mean, because the product speaks for itself, and y'all stories have been amazing. Right? I would lie to you and say I'm a podcaster, but really I'm a product of hip hop. And this is the music that I love, and this is the music that I feel a funny way about. Because not everybody that participate in hip hop don't feel like I feel for it.
Right.
And to hear this conversation is honestly so refreshing. I really don't have anything more. Lady Antoinette, you got anything else you want to end with?
I got one question. Okay. One last question. It's very simple, and I'm pulling from one of our favorite movies, Brown Sugar.
Ooh, yes.
So, when did you first fall in love with hip hop?
Funny thing is, I was my homies playing. I can't remember the year, but my homies playing the Roots because I come from a factor of the musical world. Hearing that combination of hip hop combined with the Roots music, I was back to
My homies playing, I can't remember. My homies playing the Roots. Because I come from.
I was just listening to that joint. I was just listening to that joint. Philadelphia. That was my shit.
Like back when you had like Jack Jackson.
then getting followed up.
I like the back and when I kick it,
That gangsta.
I like it when I kick it, baby. That.
Which
You
one?
know what I'm saying? Listening to Primo and
What's your favorite one?
Yeah, what's your favorite Gangstar album?
yeah, it's like that. I think like the soul project basically did. So that.
Ooh, you know about Jasmine Taz?
Like,
I still listen to that joint.
I like,
That kind of opened my mind to like how
With it,
the music could be.
yeah.
Then later on,
yeah, it's like that stuff. Even
my
soul project that you did, like Jasmine Taz, kind of opened my eyes.
favorite was Regret.
Okay.
Okay.
That kind of opened my mind to like how I was.
Really, so
Music the bit. Then later on, then by 96, like
hip hop.
my favorite song are Jay-Z back then, like
My dad was dad.
Jay-Z.
So
It
in my
was
house,
Regret.
I wasn't supposed to a ton of hip
The
hop.
honesty in that record, the
So
vibe of that,
it was me kind of
kind of how the fear
that kind of opened my eyes up.
hip hop to be. Because I had
So
R&B back then.
hearing that,
my dad was a jazz. So at my house, I wasn't a ton of hip hop.
Okay, all right. Cool.
So it
Well,
was me.
we gonna thank the crew, all of y'all for coming through. Dog, it's been a phenomenal interview.
Yes.
Probably, like I said, one of my favorite interviews that I've done. Period.
Well, please keep following. We got a lot of music to come, so.
Perfect.
Well, here's the good thing about that. We are I kind of know the owners of the bar. So whenever you have a new project dropping, whatever, you can reach out to me, you can reach out to Alexis. We will definitely play the music. We will definitely play the video, and we are supporters. And the one thing about we doing this show though is we honestly support. Like the music's good, we're gonna like it. We're gonna, boom. I'm gonna go after this show. Definitely go to YouTube, and give you a like and a comment for At the Bar Radio.
No doubt.
Yeah, that's what we do.
And then, you got Sports on the Hill podcast where we play videos too. So we'll be playing your video on our show also. So, you're going to get some different exposure from different markets, baby.
So, definitely.
So where can we find all of your stuff?
That's a great question.
Well, the crew page will also include what we have going on with everybody, which is just on Instagram. It's g.r.u.w.
Okay.
We have going on with which is just on Instagram.
Okay.
All right, bet.
All of us individuals, that's a lot.
Right. Perfect.
Definitely, and definitely we'll follow the crew page. Make sure you follow the At the Bar page. Make sure you follow the Lady Internet page. Make sure you follow the Sports on the Hill page as well too. Like the one thing we do is like this: we all grow together. So if we all network and do what we supposed to do, get to the top at the same time.
Indeed.
I mean, the truth is, for great results, everybody wins. So.
There you go. I like it.
Definitely. I'm about to play Chantel Marie. I met her. She was an artist I met in Philly about 2 years ago. I've been following her. She's a dope artist. She got her own lipstick line and just hustling and grinding. And I be watching what she be doing on IG. And then I remember when I gave her, we were picking numbers and stuff for what artists she was. Who she about to perform in, and she was like, yo, this number, I dreamed about this number felt special to me. And the next time I saw her, she was in ATL, and she actually brought another artist that was popping in ATL, that was from Philly, on while she performed and stuff like that, just to show love. So, I just love the vibe and everything. Definitely. Yo, so we about to play this At the Bar Radio, and then we'll be wrapping it up with I'm sure we got some CP3 shenanigans before we wrap up.
You know it, baby.
Oh Lord, he got the funny voice out.
Oh yeah.
But thank you guys for coming and blessing us with your presence.
Yeah, we definitely gonna be up Philly.
It's a dope interview. Much love.
Yeah, we definitely coming up Philly, baby.
All right.
Not a problem.
All right, man. Y'all be safe and keep doing what you do.
All right, thank you. Good night.
All right, back.
I got a YouTube.
That's good. I don't know, that's fine. Whatever you got, you can forward it to me.
Right. Send me it. Wait, what? Just a girl?
Yeah.
What did you say her name was? Chantel?
Chantel Marie.
We gotta play that joint from New Zealand too.
At the end.
Yeah, we got that joint from New Zealand at the end, man.
No, that's not the one. What's the one that me and CPK Wally B. That's the one we be partying.
What that's the one from New Zealand?
Nah, the one from New Zealand.
That's the dude I know that's saying.
The one from New Zealand is the one.
The door with the daughter.
Right, but that wasn't. That's not the same one we be partying to. The one
Nah,
from
but
New
that joint
Zealand
be
is like
rocking.
the
I gotta get that joint from you. That joint rock.
You gotta remember, I seen the link.
Yeah. I gotta get that joint. I'll put that joint on the show. That I like that joint, the New Zealand shit. I want to sign her, man. Get her on, get her on our own label.
Oh yeah, you took I'm about to take all this stuff right here and just make the bar right here. This shit's getting out of control. But when we started, it was not like this.
Till somebody else came around.
It's not your fault.
Till somebody else started coming around, pulling big bottles out their bag.
Wait a minute. Time out.
You got shopping?
Somewhere.
I think I got one.
Are you gonna sign it?
You know it.
Well, then if that's the case, I was supposed to sign a bunch. I ain't signed
Just go ahead and put a marker on all of them.
So when you see what you see what the Jim Beams is?
Right, the peach joint.
Okay. Uncle Nearest? That's not mine.
No, that one before it.
Who's that Maker's Mark?
That's mine.
Oh, that's hers too.
Ooh, Lord. Oh, my Lord.
It's gonna have different color pens, I hope.
Maker's Mark.
Yeah, Maker's Mark.
Oh, man. He come over with Jay and said, give me some Sprite. I'm like, okay.
I definitely bought that Maker's Mark over here. I don't play with that, man. That's
So
right
okay,
there.
the Maker's Mark, the Uncle Nearest is why you shouldn't drink Jack Daniels because that's the slave who they stole the recipe from.
Okay, right. I know they took me. Right, I heard they took me. Right.
And then that chocolate whiskey.
The chocolate whiskey's hers.
About half of them bottles should have her
The
mark on it.
Appleton.
That's hers.
With the Terramana, I bought, but I gave it to CP3.
How was that Crown, what's it?
The
I
apple?
saw something, the Crown, not the apple. I saw something.
That's the Crown
They
Apple.
advertised something new. Crown.
Yeah, they got a Crown peach out. We haven't had that yet. Yeah, it's a peach out.
Oh, I'm smacking.
I know that's
yeah.
gonna be too.
I'm gonna see if I can.
See,
I'll
this
see
the
if I bring
girl.
that for you next time.
That's the New Zealand
I'll bring
joint.
that for you.
Yeah. We got to sign her.
And then, well, I know I got the bought the mudslide.
I told you about half the bottles yours.
It's not half. It's just like a
You
few.
only been here like 6 months. You can take over half of the bottle.
It's only like a few.
Give me a shot, bro.
Yeah, her first day she put that big ass Maker's Mark.
Oh, I know y'all was twisted. Oh, I know y'all was twisted because I ain't messing with that stuff.
I was like, I got it.
I ain't messing with that stuff.
First of all, she came in normal and she was like, oh yeah, I got something.
Like I did today. I sat down today. I was like, boom.
That Maker's Mark will hurt you. I ain't messing with it. Oh yeah, my man.
You know what? I was supposed to leave that bottle for the I forgot the bottle. I don't know how I got it at home, but the that vodka, the cherry almond vodka that tastes like Dr. Pepper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I saw the bottle and I was like, oh, this drink empty.
Oh man, look, so he made a deal with him, right?
Right.
CP3, like every time he sold a car, he had to take a shot. And he sold 8 cars that week.
So we had 2 different types of tequila back to back. Cause he's scared of tequila.
Oh yeah.
And one day he came in here with the tequila bottle.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And I was like,
See what they done to me.
We looking at each other like, this nigga just pulled out the tequila bottle?
and look, it was his birthday. What you thought I gave him? Tequila.
You already know.
I was like, oh, happy birthday.
Anyway.
Yeah, you gonna have to clear this off and put more bottles in.
Yeah, I got to clear some stuff up with some more
Yeah,
bottles.
definitely send me the link to this.
Here we go. All right, here we go. Right there. Oh,
With the chocolate.
let's go right there.
Play one more
Move on
video.
down.
Let me come back
And
here.
everybody
Is
gets
this the
in.
Wally B?
There it is.
Because the Wally B we got put at the end.
Yeah.
63 the party.
This ain't the video I meant to play.
What was this?
This is a Rebel West song. I meant to play a different video.
Hold up, is this the? Hold on, let me see her face. Nah, that ain't her. I was about to say. Remember that joint I told you I reached out to her that be on Instagram that does music? She never.
I met her on.
Yeah, this is my first time seeing the video because I got it coming up on my stream. Yeah.
I met her at the Coalition of the DJs.
Well, yeah, we definitely gotta go to Philly, dog. I hit my man Jesse up and get some of the get the Pagano's address. That's my spot, Pagano's cheesesteaks. But if we go to South Jersey, if we go to Willingboro, I can take you to the spot my man went to. They got the big ass
If
joint.
we go to Philly, we ain't going to South Jersey. Nigga. We can go to gyms and gyms will not clear that shit down.
I showed you the joints from Williamsboro. They better than them joints in Philly, bro. Yeah.
Nah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that shit, nigga.
I'm gonna pull you up the picture of
Jersey
it.
only famous for Queen Latifah and Redman.
And Whitney.
And Whitney. That's it.
And Jill. Well, no, Jill's Philly, so now.
Jill is Philly.
Yeah. And them people, the Jersey Shore people. That's it.
Jersey Shore Naughty by Nation.
Bruce Springsteen.
That nigga too.
Oh, and we gotta remember Jim Jones with his lifestyle.
Jim Jones is from Harlem.
Jim Jones, why is he always in Patterson?
Because he lived there. And we from Harlem.
Right, yeah, right. Up there.
But why is he
Dipset,
always
they
in
came from
Patterson? You're
uptown.
right.
They came from uptown.
And I'm like, why is Jim Jones always there? That's you known to be there now.
Because they don't want to get robbed.
In Patterson, you're gonna get robbed still. They robbed him.
You gotta change snatch. You gotta change snatch.
If you don't want to get robbed, you don't go to Patterson or Newark.
I got family in Patterson.
What about Hoboken?
South Patterson.
What part? Like what street? You know these
I
streets?
only went up there like twice.
My daughter.
What about Hoboken?
I ain't never
What
fuck.
about Hoboken?
Hoboken ain't as bad as Patterson, but you probably get robbed.
You know, CP3's watching the female grind in this joint
Uh-oh.
while rolling a blunt.
What you talking about, Willis?
Oh, here we go.
I'm trying to remember the name of that
Is this mic
place.
on? Because we don't know.
I'm about to turn this mic on right now.
Yeah, back in the building.
You know, CP3, you be doing a lot.
Always, baby. Gotta keep it moving.
Like,
Nigga, if you don't stop changing your fucking
maybe like, he says you're doing a lot. Maybe he meant like team too much.
Huh?
See, there you go.
I'm trying to pull up this information. Yeah.
Pull up information.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, I thought you were talking about
like Lady Antoinette, I think that was one of our best interviews that we've done.
It was, and I mean, you know how I was when you played it the first time. I was like, who's this?
Yeah.
Because I was looking at the video. I was like, who is this? Wait a minute. But I'm pleased with it.
I am very, very, very much. Dog, it's really crazy that everybody had great fucking stories.
Yeah.
Like, do you realize that 90% of this show we were silent? That's a big. That's a big. That's a lot for us. You know, CP3 ain't going to no feet sucking stories or ass licking stories.
Y'all ask me those questions, and I have no choice but to tell the truth.
Yeah.
What? No, because you go into your stories and you'll drop little tidbits that we didn't ask. How are we gonna ask those questions?
Because it adds spice to the story.
Here's the thing: if we don't know, then we're not asking. You provide.
Because these are teasers for the web series that's coming soon, changing the names of the guilty because wasn't nobody innocent.
Yeah, apparently your life ain't. Everybody's guilty in your life.
You goddamn right.
Except for you.
Nah, I did some things
But
off the record.
You won't actually admit to that.
No, because we changed the names of the guilty because wasn't nobody innocent.
So okay, got you. So you guilty, but you can't say your name. You gotta change your name to other people.
It's gonna be feet instead of foot.
You know what? And
But
I'm
yeah.
telling you, he's the king of too much information.
I mean, because it adds flavor to the story.
No, but I mean, it's not. No, you said it adds flavor to the story. That's here on air. But as a person, you have this knack of trying to provide more information.
I gotta get background.
No,
It's
No,
something
no, you
you have
don't
to
say
put
we don't need to know,
some
nigga.
things you
Right.
gotta put into context, man.
Because what was it, last week?
What happened last? I told you that 137 proof. I don't know what I was talking about.
Before that.
Oh damn! What
On
happened
the way
before that?
here,
Oh.
you were trying to provide me with more information than I needed.
Oh, when
I was-
you want to see?
I was trying to give context to the story. I can show you better than I can tell you.
There's some pictures she don't need to see. That was one of them.
I need you not to say, well, let me show it to you. No,
Yo.
I don't want to see your pictures. Okay?
Lady Antoinette. Notice he's trying to act like it was 137 proof.
I was like, no. It was before that.
But you gotta remember, I took off last Sunday. I told you I started drinking early, like at
Well,
10
you
o'clock
were
in the
in-
morning.
you
Always
were
bringing you Jamie Foxx ass.
No, I'm
Stop
just
putting
saying.
it on the alcohol.
I got to,
No,
baby.
it's
I got
you.
to.
It
It's
is
part of me.
you.
It only comes out when the alcohol gets added to
No.
it. It's a
because-
daily struggle to
First
keep
of
try
all,
to keep
if
it
that's
straight.
the case, it's already in you. They say alcohol is a truth serum. Am I correct?
I know. That's why I went to therapy.
Okay,
I learned how to
so
control
what
that
I'm-
side of me until
what
the
I'm
alcohol
saying
gets
is
involved.
that it's already in you. So
I know
you can't
that.
even blame the alcohol.
I'm not saying it's not in me. It's not saying alcohol make me do it. It's what makes me say it.
I was like, I have never.
It makes me say it. You know.
Traumatized.
No, I mean,
Where are my
I was
pearls?
trying.
I was
trying to put it
What
in.
did you just say?
I mean,
This is some part shit she just don't want to
And I like literally start going on. He was like, no. Well, I'm gonna have to let me just show you the picture.
I can show you. I can show you better than I can tell
When
you.
you gonna do pixelated so you don't see the whole thing?
I mean, you know, you can zoom in on certain
No,
parts.
that makes it worse.
You know what? I'm about to play a renegade. Because we gotta save the end of the show.
We gotta save our souls.
Bruh, I'm just saying, man. Sometimes you
So-
gotta put context to what we're talking about.
So
It is,
CP3,
Mom, I believe you.
before I play this renegade joint, what y'all doing tomorrow? What can they find?
Tomorrow night, we're going to be talking a little bit about the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. We're going to be breaking down the NBA roundtable, probably talking a little bit of hockey with the Caps. They won two out of 3 games so far, got 5 out of 6 points, leading the Metro Division with the new realignment. So we'll talk about that. Stay tuned. You know, we got so much more stuff coming. Come check me out at Waldorf Honda 2450 Crane Highway. I just made a deal on the air right now, so you know if I can make a deal doing this show while I'm drinking, I could damn sure make a good deal when I'm in the dealership. So come on down to 2450 Crane Highway. When you need that new, used, or pre-owned certified vehicle, come ask for CP3 or Carol. They know what to do.
Okay.
You know what? See, it's the salesman voice, it's the pimp voice, it's the interviewer voice.
I
You
told
got
you
so many people living in that head.
bro. I warned y'all beforehand, didn't I? I didn't. This should not be a surprise by now. We've been doing the show for how long together?
No, but you always been a little off.
Exactly. That's why it should be no surprise on air. It gets worse.
Lady Antoinette, what are you gonna be up to?
Well, tomorrow I have a few meetings, but I will say that I will be in rare form. So
With the backhand on the forehand.
hush. Okay. I will be in rare form this week as we celebrate our change in the executive branch and the legislative branch. We are celebrating these changes.
Hopefully, Civil War doesn't break out.
I'm gonna be all over social media, so just
Backhand
if you
influence.
ain't following me now, follow Lady Antoinette on Instagram and Facebook, and I will go ahead. Actually, on Facebook, I have a personal page with Lady Antoinette and a business page. You can just go ahead and like that, and I should debut my little Twitter this week as well. I know, right? I fought it, y'all, but it even took 45 off of Twitter, and I'm like, you know what? Let me get on up on there. Let me get on there. They done deleted about 70,000 accounts, so.
Yeah, Twitter rough right now.
Yeah,
rough.
they a little
rough.
scarce. So I'm definitely going to speak my opinion.
So are you going to the inauguration?
I'm not going down there. I was, but I'm not going down there.
Why? Because your wrist healed now?
That's shocking.
I'm just saying, you know, it's just
But here's the
miraculous that it
thing.
healed right before the
Yeah,
inauguration on
and
Wednesday.
see, I'm not like you. I can talk about previous employers. So my previous employer, the last employer that, you know, so my previous employer, I would actually have to be there.
Yeah.
I would be there. So kind of glad that I'm not there.
So just like on that Wednesday when they was coming into the Capitol, you
I
just
would have been there.
yeah, you just happened to not be at work, but sprained your wrist the same day.
Whatever.
I'm
They
just
evacuated
saying-
the building.
I'm
though.
just saying it's a convenient coincidence that the same day
evacuated my old
that they
building.
invaded, you had a sprained wrist probably from backhanding a couple of Trump supporters. Because if you follow her page, you see how she goes, and she virtually be backhanding folks on social media. So it's not too far of a stretch for her to backhand
sometimes
folks.
people
That's
do
not the,
have
that's
to
not the,
be
is that the
redirected.
popcorn, the kettle black?
Hey,
Right.
look, I've never come in with a sprained wrist. I always make sure I
Yes,
brace
you
my
have.
wrist. Nah, I never
I
had a
have
brace.
seen you in a brace before.
Where?
On your arm.
When?
Like the whole time we worked together.
Oh, that was because I had
Uh-huh.
some unloading. That wasn't from backhanding people.
How I know? And I wasn't backhanding nobody.
Yeah, I'm still checking the tape. I'm still checking the
Anyway.
footage from down in the cabin.
Anyway, but I'm gonna be real with you. This week
Mhm.
on social media, I had a moment, right?
Mm-mm-mm.
And in that moment, this guy was coming for me.
Mm-mm-mm.
Okay, unwarranted. I did nothing to this man. I don't even know him.
Mhm.
He was coming for me. We're not friends on social media, and I had to take a step back and say, you know what? Because all the things I wanted to say, I would have been put in Facebook jail,
That's why you in.
or he could have screenshot
That's why you
and like press charges against me or something, you know, or got some type of protective order, because the way I was gonna lean in on him was a problem. Because he didn't know me, you know, and the way he was coming at me like he knew me, bruh, that's the worst thing to do. I'm not that chick.
Oh, see, that's when you
I pull up.
That's when you play it chill and then get the
CP3,
IP.
CP3.
Yeah.
Can you let her talk?
But hold
Not
on,
bad,
did he
not
just say that's when you chill?
Yeah, that's when you
I know you ain't talking, bro.
Because that's when you call the IT dude and get the IP address, and then that's when you.
Okay, but like I just said, I pull up. That's
I
what I'm
know,
saying.
but you can't say nothing before you pull up because then
But
you
that's
become a
what
suspect.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
At the end of the day, I didn't want to go to Facebook or regular jail.
Yeah,
I didn't. Because if I would have pulled up, he would have had to call the police on me.
Dude, you just said that's when you get the IP. Like what type of advice? Be quiet.
The whole time he telling me something I already know. Like I already
Exactly.
know. I already know. I've pulled up on people. I have. Look, let me say something. I threatened this man who lived in Jersey, in North Jersey. I threatened him because I was on my way up there, and I got people in Jersey, and I don't mean like people like associates. I got people.
I don't judge nobody because I don't threaten a lot of people in real life. So
Yeah, and that's my thing. I don't know the difference between social media and real life. I'm gonna treat you the same.
yeah, pretty much.
And so that's the problem. But I did have to take a step back, and it was like a post that I put in like a group or something, and it wasn't even like it was like a lighthearted post. So I had to turn the comments off to get myself together.
I feel you.
And then
That's very grown in you.
Yeah, it was. I'm very proud of myself because 5 years ago, I'm gonna tell you right now, it would have been completely different.
4 weeks ago for CP3, it would have been completely
And real
I'd have
talk,
said something, then I'd have left the conversation.
but real talk, I think maybe like a year ago, it would have been different.
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, I don't know about 4 or 5. I'm about to say
I
maybe
know.
about 6 months, maybe about 6 months.
And I said by my previous statement, 4 weeks ago it would have been.
No, it's been more than 4 weeks. It's been about 7 weeks now. It's been about
Add the
7.
extra 3.
So I had extra.
Put some
Yeah,
respect on
it might be longer than that. I got to go look at the calendar since I've been out. I think it's been longer than that because I haven't been in.
You was in Facebook jail for a
Dog, you
minute.
just told somebody on the football season. Maybe
Yeah, it
not,
was
maybe
during the
because
football
you don't
season.
speak English that.
But they
you
didn't
don't
put me in
understand.
jail
And it
for
wasn't
that.
even at the beginning. It had to at least be the middle of the season.
Okay, so they didn't put you in jail for that. That doesn't make the comment right.
But I'm just saying.
That doesn't make the
I
comment right.
haven't been incarcerated for my comments in a while.
Okay.
And then you was on Sports on the Hill, kind of going in a little bit.
Because sometimes some of these fans need a
You got an excuse in the rebuttal for
sometimes
everything.
they need to get smacked on their forehead with your dick.
See,
You know what?
See,
Bye.
this is right here.
I'm just
right
saying.
here. This right here. Come on now.
Because I'm just saying.
So I'm gonna tell you like this. Next week, who do we have next week? CP3.
I believe we are going to have Lady C in the building doing a live performance
Okay.
with our new setup that 151 is investing in himself, like we talked about. Many of the gentlemen did with the crew. So stay tuned for so much more. We got a lot of exciting things for y'all to copy and emulate in 2021, and don't want to give a nigga credit because 151 is changing the game, baby.
Well, they always gonna follow suit. I'm just waiting for.
I love the shadiness though.
I love. I'm just waiting for somebody to have a co-host named CP3, CP4, and Lady A.
Coming to you live from In the Bar Radio.
In the Bar Radio.
Yeah, In the Bar Radio and shit.
I'm
In
gonna
the
tell
bar
you
radio,
right now, if that's the case, we can pull out.
Oh, we gonna definitely pull up.
We're gonna pull up at the studio.
They gonna have half a bar. We got a full bar.
Them niggas gonna come on at 6:01.
Yeah.
Nah, they ain't coming on at all.
Yeah.
So next week we got. Next week we do have Lady C.
The lovely Lady C.
You know, hopefully she'll bring you some edibles.
I mean, we can try again. You know.
I mean, they were so pretty.
Did you eat the last one?
Yeah. I eat a couple of things Lady C give me.
I bet you do. I bet you do, bastard.
But no, those were so pretty.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, and she was like, oh, they have wait.
Yeah, you wouldn't have got that new career.
The funny thing is, they was like, oh, 151, I bought you this. I was like, you bought Renegade. Renegade came up, I was like, here.
Yeah, she good folks, man. She came out, bought a new vehicle from my brother. You know, I helped her out in that situation, and you know, she always a fan of the show. She always sharing on my posts for the show and for my car sale stuff. So shout out to Lady C. We'd love to have her here next week.
One of the things I really love about the interaction with some of the guests, a lot of the guests that we have on the show is like you don't just stop being a guest because you're on the show. Like, you know, because then when you come back for that other interview, I'll be like, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Who shit did you share? So why would I give you another interview?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I look at small things like that because I'm petty as shit.
No doubt. Me too.
I am super petty. I'm 151 straight window chaser, aka I'm a petty ass Gemini.
But outside of you being petty, we have to understand that it's all about networking right now.
That is true.
And so you gotta be real careful. Like this is not my first show. The last show I was on, my DJ on that show, he still tags me and everything. And by all means, I'm gonna support him. He supports me. He shared this show. So it's all about those connections.
I mean, no, and I say this because you know, salute to GOP, God rest his soul. That was my brother. When we stopped doing True Radio together, GOP was my biggest supporter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he literally watched my show every Sunday that I was on.
Mm-hmm.
He give me feedback and stuff like that. Like, he's always been my biggest supporter. You know, and I thought that was, you know, a lot of people thought we were beefing, and we wasn't. We support each other, so it's important to do things like that.
Yeah, bro. I miss that dude every day, man.
All the time, man. You know, there's conversations I wish that we could have right now that you know,
I can hear his voice right now, man. Like, bruh, I can hear it in my head, bruh. Like, I miss talking to that dude, man. One of the funniest things, we would talk for almost 2 hours on the phone, and it'd be like an hour and 45. He's like, you know, we gotta go. The phones be on the phone for more than 2 hours. That means we're gay. So we would get on the phone. I used to love that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but we would talk about so much shit, from the show, from politics to current events, to just talking about real shit. And you know,
you would always call me like, yo, 151. So like, what up? Because he never called me by my regular name. He always called me 151. So he was like, you know, we would literally have a show, finish the show at 3 o'clock, and then he'll call me at 4. Bro. I get off the air at 9 o'clock. We on the phone at 9:30 to about 12 o'clock, and then I got to get up and go to work in the morning. I'm like, but you end up just talking about so much different shit. That dude, it'd never be another one. He would call me and be like, yo, I couldn't sleep, but I knew there was one person that'd be up at this particular time.
He would call me at 5 in the morning because he knew I'd be up. I'm always up early and shit.
He'd be like, I just got one. He's like, I got to ask you, what the fuck are you doing up? I was like, I don't know. I slept for 10 minutes and I'm up.
Yeah, you can't sleep. You just making beats or thinking about doing some show shit or doing.
Well, you know, you're getting thinking about robbing somebody with a mask.
Hey, man, times is rough right now, man. My unemployment got cut off, dog.
You know what? CP3, you
the streets thought.
Yeah, here's a Renegade song. I think I only played once on here. This song. I might have to send it to DJ Grip, new Renegade joint.
Yeah, let me off.
I remember you said it was playing this
Bar, I knew kind of one.
Sucks all the Wizard games got canceled due to COVID this week. Damn, that's what Robbie put.
Say that again.
Robbie said all the Wizards games just got canceled.
You're part of the Sports on the Hill.
Yeah, it's crazy with the Wizards right now. I don't know. Like I said, I don't follow, but yeah, it's wild. They must be hanging around with James Harden going to the strip club and shit. Or asking.
Your best one.
Because of the point where you realize, your protege has passion, nigga.
Renegade 703, baby.
I know I'll be fucking your up with these like exclusive Renegade stuff because like he only puts out bangers.
Man, throw another one on, man. That joint was a banger. Throw another one on. I know you got another one over there you can throw on.
Hold up. Rewind. Hold up. Rewind that.
You think I got another Renegade joint?
I know that's all he do is banging, so I know you got another one over there. He might not want to release it, but we gonna play it tonight, goddamn.
This nigga don't never want to release shit.
I know he don't.
He's an artist, and they what? Sensitive about what?
They hoard their motherfucking music is what they do.
No, he's sensitive.
I don't know if I can play this one.
I don't know. You gotta hear it first.
I haven't heard this one.
I don't remember you playing this joint.
My thing is, this is a chorus. This is a verse from a. He used the chorus. It's a verse that he had in his oldest song like 2 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta send me this joint too. Yeah, we gotta do a video for this joint. It's another banger, baby. Another banger. Yeah, you definitely gotta send me that joint. Renegade 703, baby. Make sure you go follow him, baby. YouTube, Instagram. Hottest thing in the DMV.
It's Renegade 703 on IG.
On IG.
And then on Twitter, it's only one Renegade. Only one _ Renegade.
I gotta follow
Then
him on Twitter.
on YouTube, it's Renegade 703.
Yeah, I got to follow him on Twitter. I lost my follow.
Are your eyes open?
Yes, they are. I see everything.
No, they're not.
The hell with both of y'all. I'm black and niche. Leave me alone.
Your voice going up a little bit.
You know how much alcohol I've consumed tonight?
2 cups, nigga.
I
Along
told
with what
you, even though if it's something in it that just makes
Yeah, everything from the islands got something special in it. Like that rum from St. Croix that was 137 proof last week.
Well,
Yeah,
this one is just.
Why you bringing up
Jamaican
old
rum.
shit?
I'm just saying, whenever y'all bring shit from the islands, it always got an extra kick to it.
Nigga, I bought it from the liquor store.
But this is like it has notes of different fruits and things.
Fruits and berries and such.
Apricot and peach, molasses.
That might have made it a little bit smoother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was it was a nice drink. I'm not gonna knock it. It was a nice drink.
Alright, so we about to play this Wally B joint, the ending song of the joint. So CP3, no dancing.
He will.
I ain't got no choice, baby. If I feel it, I got to
here
move,
we
baby. I
go.
got to move.
Thank you guys for watching today.
Thank y'all for watching.
Thanks for bearing with us.
It was a great show,
Yo,
man.
shout out to the crew. Shout out to Legends from Limelight. And next week we got Lady T's gonna kick off our concert series.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. Yay. Yay, yay. That's my little John, man. Oh yeah, this should be rocking.
This nigga with the head dance.
Look at that. He do it every time.
This should be rocking. I told you, all I do is stand in the ball at the club, man, and get some booty in front of me. I just.
I don't understand what's going on with that head. Like,
His body don't move, it's just the head.
Thugs don't dance, damn it. Thugs
yeah,
don't
but the way
dance.
you did that, it's like, oh, you okay?
Hey, man, because then I start poking some things, and next thing you
Oh, my
know,
God.
I get
No,
them
you look
home.
like you need a paramedic.
Hey, man, if you have any start feeling the music, you can't help but just start dancing. Yeah, you gotta see me this joint too. Yeah, that 2 o'clock in the morning, leaving the club, looking for something, trying to take home vibe.
Dead or regular, nigga.
Goddamn right. Like, who go home with me tonight? Not tomorrow, but tonight.
Nigga, what's up? You and this fucking voice is killing me. Yeah, so I'm gonna say some real shit. Oh, this nigga doing the running man by sitting down.
No, but that the first time we heard it, both of us was going like,
Yeah,
yes. And he was over here partying.
that joint be rocking.
But why every time this song come on, you
Because
gotta
the beat,
brag, man?
because I don't know, it just made me want to spark up. The beat be rocking and shit, be like, yeah, pass that shit, nigga. No, nigga, no.
But wait, what do you mean pass it? You ain't passing it to me.
Exactly. I don't want
Get to him, bastard.
He passing
it. Make
to
you want to
himself.
pass it. It's like a
He
chill.
passed it to himself.
It's like a fun, smoking, chill song. Like, yeah, give me that blunt. No, bitch, it's mine.
Dog. Hey, Griff. So, last week, someone put a negative face on one of the comments,
Oh
right?
my God. Oh, that was sad.
So,
Negative face.
so you
Like
know,
a-
the angry face.
Okay, the little. You're right,
But if you
little
watch
face
it
joke.
live, you know, you can respond as people are talking. So like, let's say we say something that was mean or something that was sad or, you know, something that invoked some type of emotion. You can take that and press it for that time then, but it'll stay there until you make another emotion. So like, let's say we said, oh, these Trump supporters, you know, this is what they did, and somebody hit the angry face, right?
Right.
If they don't hit nothing else, it's gonna stay the angry face.
Okay.
So that looks like that's the reaction to our post.
I got you.
So, yeah, go ahead.
So I looked at on Hustle with that.
What you did?
So, you know, all through the show, I'm making these threats now.
He was like, who did the angry face? Who did that? And then he went and looked and said it. Let's make sure this dude completely,
Stop.
yeah, completely cut this off.
Right, make sure we're off.